free not to go.
Mm-hmm.
Education? What?
Alright, I think we are live. Hello Internet to Freedom League, the Freedom League Season 2. This story starts about 2 years after the previous season of the Freedom League. A 2-year time skip with the former heroes being all sorts of different walks of life. Maybe they became independent heroes, maybe they are still in the Freedom League but are assigned to a different zone. We don't know. But one thing that did happen about a week ago is an event we call the Blurp. And what happened was that 99% of all well-public knowledge superheroes have suddenly disappeared off the Earth. And the worst thing is, the supervillains have not disappeared. When this happened, they tried to figure out what was going on and all sorts of things. They couldn't. The world's governments could not do this, but they have kept this in. How do you say this in English? They've kept this out of media information, where the public knowledge does not know that the most famous superheroes around the entire world have disappeared. What they did as a quick response is that they recruited lesser known superheroes to take the place of the most prominent team of superheroes right now, the Freedom League, a worldwide organization to help Mother Earth stay free. You have all been recruited in your time to become the new members of the Freedom League. Right here in the headquarters of Freedom City, which would be around here next to the city center at your main headquarters, Freedom Hall. In the time that you guys have been sounded for, this is a week after the major heroes have disappeared. The first one they've gathered is a quite famous person through the media, Prince. I don't even know if I can pronounce this correctly, but
Go ahead, try.
Prince Leldek, son of Emperor Slavich. Probably not perfectly pronounced.
Let's just call him Lenny.
Lenny.
He was the first one recruited to this new Freedom League, as he already has a famous face on the world scale. As he makes his as he is in Freedom Hall right now, making his acquaintance. New members are also flown in and driven in, as we have Fabulous Fabian, the Dryad, and the Green Tide. As you all gather together for the first meeting of the new Freedom League on the, second level of Freedom Hall. Let's see who will introduce himself first. That would be the Dryad. How do you enter the meeting room of Freedom Hall?
I'll sort of enter in normally and kind of just look around before sort of doing like a front flip over one of the chairs and just sort of vine, shooting off a vine up into the ceiling. So I'm like hanging from the ceiling from my foot, from this vine on my foot. And I'm just there with a notepad and pen in my hands, and I've got another vine like coming out of my shoulder that's holding like a mango smoothie, and I'm just sort of there ready to take notes.
Alright. Then next up, Mighty Skrill, you're already in the room as you see the Dryad enter. How do you welcome this new member into the Freedom League as you had a short file up?
Oh well, you can see a big, tall, green-skinned figure of a scroll, dressed in purple and with a red cape. He smiles and waves his hand. Greetings. I here now can assume that you're my compatriot. Comrade in arms. Yeah, probably that one. Anyway, welcome. You can call me Mighty Scroll. And he reaches his hand.
I shake your hand. I'm like, oh, sorry, I completely didn't see you. I'm kind of a bit nervous. I'm a bit like an intern, I guess. I've only really recently started doing the hero thing, but yeah, it's nice to meet you. I am. My name's Amber. I mean, I'm the Dryad. Yeah.
Lixad. Prince Lixad. That's my name. Since we're here out of public, I can use real one.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm also nervous. It's my first time, you know.
Yeah. I mean, done some side kicking, I think, but yeah, this is on a whole other level.
Right at that moment, Fabulous Fabian comes into the level 2. How does Fabulous Fabian enter?
He takes the stairs.
Alright. The stairs door go open. He enters the Freedom Hall conference room and sees there the Mighty Scroll and the Dryad.
I'm not interrupting anything, right?
No, you're welcome.
No.
Is this conference room? What number conference room is it?
The right one.
Oh,
Please,
okay.
come in.
Hey. Hi, how's it going?
Just hanging, waiting for the meeting to start, introducing ourselves. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Okay. I'm sorry for making it awkward, guys.
I'm Dryad. Yeah.
I'm Fabienne.
Nice to meet you, Fabian.
Nice to meet you. What was your name again?
Oh, I am Prince Laxad.
Okay.
You've probably heard of me. Here's my merch, and he gets like a toy figure, like with little him made of plastic.
Saw those on sale.
Sorry, I'm not really into that sort of collectibles.
I have T-shirts too.
Nah. I sort of like more like spaceships and like artifacts, old stuff and new stuff.
So you're in stuff.
Yeah.
And At that moment, Green Tide, how do you enter the conference room?
So, Green Tide smashes through the window, writing a big squig. Those who don't know what a squig is, that's a squig. And
Oh.
he's a big, lovable, round boy.
Does he explode?
As
He
he
does not explode.
jumps through the window.
Oh,
Is it a squig?
oh, Zog, you gotta work on your aim, big guy. The driveway is that way.
It's on the top. That's where the hangar is. So he had to jump higher. uh,
I've seen you jump to the moon. Why did you miss? Oh, it doesn't matter. Is
squig
this the right con?
the squig is smelling something, and he walks towards the kitchen, and he like bites open a jar full of cookies and starts eating them.
I look for more cookies.
I've gotten down off the ceiling and I'm like in a combat pose on the table.
Is it okay if we have cookies, Prince?
I start eating any cookies I.
Alright, so you pick up one cookie, and now I would like you to make a toughness check.
Very well.
Is it an orc?
Fine. Toughness.
This guy looks like, and well, yeah.
Are we under attack or is he supposed to be here?
I clicked
Well,
the
the
roll.
photo you recognize that the green
Stop
tide
it.
is supposed to be here, but the other creature you do not know what it is. So, you take a bite and you suffer one injury as your teeth hurt.
Ah!
Ah! So, for the injury, you can put it at the red one. You can put in, instead of the 0, you can put in a 1.
Alright, let me just see how I do this. Oh, I see. Put it here. There we go. One injury.
Pretty much what it does. Should I tell him?
What it does is the injuries make your toughness checks weaker. So the more injuries you have, the easier it is for you to take damage.
Also, you can use this, I believe, either once a combat or once a session, where you can pretty much use the restore action, where you can recover, or no, not restore, recover, where you can recover some injuries.
Gotcha. What are these things made out of? Iron? Throws a cookie.
As you
Don't
throw
eat
the
muscles,
cookie,
make you sick.
it hits a vase and the vase is broken, but the cookie is still intact. But you see that that your summon has no problem eating these cookies. Seems to like them.
Alright. Just don't eat the whole base, okay? You'll be fine. I tap him.
Can I tell?
Hello, I am Green Tide.
Hey, Green Tide. I'm Fabian. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Fabian.
And I'm the Mighty Scroll. Can you please check on this creature? It's not look safe.
Oh, he's fine.
He looks up as you say, not look safe. Like with the guilty eyes, like the eyes like looking like.
Oh no, you made him sad.
Oh,
How dare you? He's such a happy kid before. No.
I'm so
I just
sorry.
pick him up and I hold.
You sort of look a bit hurt. You want me to help you out a bit?
It's just this tooth I chipped.
I can try and fix that if you'd like.
You can?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wait, hold up. Wait. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here it is. As he takes out like a bunch of stitches. As I believe that's one injury that's fixed.
Alrighty.
Assuming
That's a
20
zero.
hits.
Yeah, 20 hits.
Yeah, 20 hits. That's not hard. If I could get this thing to work. Let's see. Come on, go through. There it goes.
All right, your tooth should be back to normal, I think.
That is amazing.
Hopefully you don't have any extreme vomiting.
So, Mighty Scroll, as you take a cookie, this is delicious.
This creature has a mighty good taste. I love concrete.
He
Although I
broke a
didn't-
face.
I just hope it doesn't eat the whole base.
yes, I never thought they would add concrete in cookies. But yeah, it is quite delicious. Can I have some more?
Sure, just try to beat Squiggy here before you get them.
He gives you one mean eye as he looks at the cookies.
Okay, I put the cookie down and offer it to him as a peace offering.
He walks over to you very happily and he tries to lick you.
It's lovely.
I love them. So what can you all do?
I'm pretty good with magic. I can do hexes, I can do missiles, I have Merryweather's enchanted wrappings, I have Stitches from the Grove, I have an arcane shield, I can do an energy burst, and not much else.
Okay,
I'm half.
I didn't
man.
catch a word of that. You a magic man. Who fixed tooth? You are good.
Is your creature or friend a pet magical in nature?
No.
Yannick, would it be alright if I can roll with magic to see if it's fantastical creature of sorts with my expertise?
Sure.
I've definitely
have,
not seen one before.
Yeah, you have no idea what this thing is.
Can I use xenobiology to try and identify it?
Sure. There you
Oh, that's a squig. It's famous for its romantic singing and exotic skin colors.
Something smells.
That wasn't me.
As you're having this conversation in the conference room, the screen goes open and it's the Secretary of Defense that pops up.
Oh, I think that's our cue. Come along, Squiggy.
Hey, you're leaving already?
He just burrows through the wall.
Then hop, and he's like salutes.
I'm just
Greetings,
looking around
everyone.
confused. Like, what the hell's going
Hey.
on?
Are we supposed to salute? Like, how formal does this have to be, or like how?
This
like,
can be on a casual level, as we are not on a complete official terms yet. This is more of a requested terms as of now. Some of you might have already noticed that about a week ago, almost every major superhero in the world has disappeared. We have been trying to actively keep this from public knowledge to prevent wide-scale panic. But none of the superhero villains have disappeared. And
Really?
now we need to rebuild the Freedom League and other organizations that prevent these superpowered villains from taking over as quickly as possible. We have selected you all for your particular sets of skills to represent the Freedom League here on the East Coast. And we were wondering if you are willing to do so.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I'm in. I'm in.
Great.
Fighting people is always fun. Oh, he's excited too.
He changes his face to the meanest thing you've ever seen. Like,
You, you can keep that thing under control, right?
face turns back to normal, like with a very
So
innocent
anyway.
look. Like,
I give it a thumbs up. Just like, yeah.
That's
okay.
his war face.
we have been lucky that the super criminals haven't figured this case out either at this moment. So things have become a little bit. Things haven't changed much on in the wide scale of things, but we expect for them to figure it out sooner or later, and then the Freedom League needs to be ready.
Okay.
Ready it will be, sir.
Yes. For now, the computer here will help, and the screams will help you guide with the AI of the Freedom Hall to help you focus on getting information on crimes happening to date. I hope things will stay calm for a little while, and for as of then, try and enjoy yourselves in the hall. There are manuals and protocols that might be used for you to learn in the Freedom Hall, and you can ask the AI computer for any help you need. If you see right now a green light going through the building, it is in scanning your genetic code, so it knows that you are friendly to Freedom Hall and gives you access to the different levels.
Wow.
Okay.
Mostly friendly. But yeah.
Cool.
Do we get paid?
Of course.
Okay. Okay.
I'm underage, so like, how am I getting paid for this?
Wait, we get
Uh,
paid? What the
Superheroes are on a non-registered basis of age. Fabulous Fabian.
Oh, okay.
But for now, unless there are any questions you need me to answer, I have to contact the other Freedom Leagues for different regions to inform them of their new tasks.
How much run of the place do we have?
Sorry, you bleeped out there. I didn't hear that.
Must be something with the comm. How much run of the place do we have?
How much run do you have of the place?
Yes.
Well, for now,
I've
we do
already-
not want media outlet. We do not want media outlets. So you do not have a license to kill. But I do understand that things could, because every time I hear you kill someone, we get a lot of media outlet. I do understand that things can happen accidentally, but we need to keep that at a minimum for now.
Wasn't referred to killing people. I just meant the base, because I've already broken a window.
For now, this is your base. You're in charge. Do keep in mind right now there in the under level, there are a bunch of psychopaths in the prison. They are well guarded, but they are waiting for an extraction towards Providence Asylum.
So do we
Good to
clean
keep
up
that
the
in mind.
place, or does the robot do that?
The robot cleans and repairs the place. It is an auto repair function.
Cool.
Oh, that's cozy.
So is that like our first task to transport these guys?
No, just stay here. You can get yourself acquaintance, arrange your rooms in any way you would like for now, and basically wait for the computer to alert you of any problems in the city. Go on patrols, all sorts of other things. Now, be out as the scream changes back to black.
That was
I guess we're on
dynamite.
hold then. Oh,
So, no orders given. That's odd.
Isn't the order just to get yourself acquainted with the place and to follow what the computer directs for problems?
we should probably. I wonder if we have to scan
I'm
everybody.
sorry, I
Hold
didn't
on.
catch that. It must have been the mask.
The lights go. You see the green light going through the building, passing
Oh, there it
one
is.
of you. Pling, pling. Green tide identified. Pling. Mighty Scroll identified.
This isn't radioactive or anything, right?
Oh, no.
I suppose not.
Pling. Dryad identified.
I'm not really sure if my stitches can fix radiation.
Plum. Fabulous Fabian identified.
Well,
Hey.
someone actually identified me right. Some people just call me Super Scroll.
Huh.
Ignoring
Wasn't-
that we are two completely different person.
Are there conspiracy theories out there?
Tons of them. Actually, if I would have a starfighter for one person that actually messed up me with my wayward brother, I would have an armada by now.
Hey, he's your brother?
Well, yes and no. We have same genetic code.
So you're twins.
In more like a clones. We did not reproduce naturally since 2 years ago. I am first actually born Scroll.
I'll walk
Okay.
up to the Dryad. And
The
tap him
computer
on the
goes
shoulder.
off.
Well, bad timing.
Oh.
Uh,
That was quick.
What?
Okay,
Hello,
what is our order?
Freedom League members. The Freedom City Universal Studio has asked for your help. It seems to be that they have had a problem with a actor working for them. They do not want to transfer further details on through communication sites and will inform you on the location.
Aha, he must be kidnapped, threatened, or injured, or
wait,
uh,
maybe we
pick
should
up by
not jump
animals.
to conclusions yet.
Why not?
Gotta be pretty bad, though.
Well,
if
first we
it's
have to
only
get to
in
this
Freedom
scene.
League.
Squig, be big. We must go.
How far is the Universal Studios place?
Just see the squig grow.
So you guys are here, and the studio is around here.
Hey, is it alright if I ride on your creech pet, that Squiggly? I don't think my teleport can reach that far.
I got this. I gotta. So squig can be 30 feet and it can jump 1,000 miles. So we're good to go.
1,000 miles.
Damn.
Then 1,000, I'm rounding down.
Okay. I stick to its back.
All right, everybody aboard.
I would like to take a rear.
Where you'll be.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said, Mighty Scroll.
I would take a river, thank you.
Alright.
How about race?
I don't think. I mean, if you're up for it, but like, I don't know.
I have no idea how fast this thing is, so.
Speed 7.
Ooh.
Ooh.
If it tries to go any faster than that, it can't, and it'll start taking hours for it to land. But it's got speed 7.
Racer, that would be then very simple, seeing as you both have a speed rank. That would be 1d20 versus Mighty Scroll's speed rank or fly rank or whatever he uses to travel faster versus 1d20 of the creature's speed rank.
I rolled a 1. There you go. Squig taking his time.
So you know what happens with that one? He jumped the wrong direction.
This is the bad idea!
Okay.
Like he has everyone on his back. Race! And he's super excited.
And then
Yeah.
he goes to the moon.
Are we at Portland?
I think if
New
I
to
take
the
the
city,
USA
but
map, if I take the USA map and you
Oh,
jump the wrong
no,
way, you're on the
I
East
meant-
Coast, so I think you jumped to Greenland or something.
Yeah. Technically, you can the planet to the moon if you want to be technical, but that's not important. So over Greenland, it's like, all right, Squiggy needs to aim better. Hold on, turn around.
It goes past Portland here.
Okay, I would like to use my how to say, like, aquatic form to swim because it's actually faster. Need 20 plus 12.
Yeah, you're definitely there first. So you arrive at the film studio while the others were like, oh, that's the wrong location. And as you arrive there, you can already see a little bit of what was going on here. You see the different studio buildings and everything, but you see that there is like a hole going deep downwards. As you look around, you see that people are, as you see from afar already, people are trying to cover up the hole, that nobody sees it. As you see multiple workers being busy-dally on that, as you are the first one to arrive. What do you do?
I think I would shift to my normal form and would go look
Your
for
human form or your...
a scroll.
Okay.
After all, it's completely normal just to walk around. And I would go and ask who is required superhero help.
Alright. First person you arrive, as he hears your voice, is like, ah! I've heard of you. You're the Super Scroll. Stay away from actress Millie Johansson. Stay away from her. The previous time you saw her, you did very bad things.
Oh,
I did. I mean, he did.
Yes.
I'm
You
terribly
did!
sorry. I know that would sound strange, but I'm in fact not a super scroll. I am Mighty Scroll, completely different character. I mean, person.
What are you talking about? All scrolls are alike. Damn
That's
perverts.
racist.
Misogynist.
That is rude, sir.
What is rude is you disrespecting women that harshly.
I never did, but now actually I wonder what did the last guy actually manage to do to piss everyone on
I
this
think
planet
I
so
know.
badly.
I'm uncomfortable talking about the subject here in public.
Then let's not do that. Maybe I can buy you a coffee or something, and you will tell me all about it since I have time. And
Yep.
I will assure you, I'm not that person.
You can make me a persuasion check.
Can I add money?
Sure, you can add your rank of wealth to your persuasion check.
You're gonna bribe him with expensive Starbucks coffee.
Was it already added or is
Added, yes.
Okay. Let's see, 13. Well, you seem more calmer than the previous scroll. I'll take you up on that coffee and hear your side of the story.
Okay, and he will do that while everyone gets here. I don't think it'll
You
take much.
exchange information for that cup of coffee, and then from afar you see the creature jump in.
Is it from the opposite direction?
Sure.
He just kept jumping the same direction until he reached it.
If you want to go east, if you want to go west, just keep going east. Eventually, you hit the target as well.
Yep.
Just takes a
Alright,
little
I
bit
think-
longer.
Weird. Tide will slide down. The
Like he
squig's
jumps
tail.
down
Whee!
next to Super Scroll, tries to lick his face.
Super Scroll.
Or sorry, Mighty
Picks
Scroll.
up half the street.
Aha! Gotcha! Okay, like scroll is like from green he turned to like pale green, sitting on a bench like what was he's like, you know, that sad guy on a bench with empty mug of coffee, looking somewhere like down. He clearly depressed.
Made a small detour through Japan.
You know, that was quite the scenic route.
It was pretty, wasn't it?
It was pretty. I like Mount Fuji.
Definitely saw more of the world than I was expecting to today.
I wish I would go with you guys.
So did you already talk
You
to the
okay?
actor guy?
Yes, no, maybe, I'm not sure.
I
You
don't
okay?
know what
As
that
you
means.
guys are talking,
You don't look too
a
good.
person in a suit arrives. A couple of suits, obviously lawyers, and one guy, one fat guy with a sweaty T-shirt and short pants and a baseball cap and very long hair arrives at you guys. Greetings,
Oh,
you
Heyman?
guys must be the Freedom League.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yes, we are.
Oh yeah, I am my name is Quentin Ryder. Quentin Ryder, for people that watch movies, is a very famous director. And then at the moment that he starts trying to tell, so our problem that happened here is, and then a bunch of lawyers start whispering in his ear. It's like, oh, I can't say it like that. Yep, they need to know the whole story. I don't care about the money. It's dangerous. Give me a
pretty
moment
sure-
to think my words.
I'm pretty certain the whole story would probably help.
Wait,
Also,
wait.
love your movies.
Wait, why do we need the corporate talk?
We are
Yeah.
just having the Freedom League Universal Studios best entrance at heart, sir.
It's
okay.
license thing.
And they just stand around in a circle and start talking with each other. It's like, alright. So our problem is that for this recent movie that we were making, it was about a hero that went to jail for who was framed and went to a jail full of superpowered villains. And we made a special underground prison here on the studios to make it more realistic. We hired famous actor Kirk Lazarus. Winner won 11 Oscars for Best Actor in a row.
Seems pretty good.
And
Love that
he is
guy.
infamous.
Wow, he must be really good.
How many different actors didn't get that award, actually?
I don't think that's important.
Yeah. Let's just deal with our job.
It's already impressive if you win it 11 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in a row.
Hit 11 times in a row, though. Oh boy.
Must have been blockbuster after blockbuster.
Yeah.
Or maybe trilogies. Like he got it for the same part.
Or he possibly bribed half of them. It's like, you're all gonna vote for me.
But he is infamous for his method acting and never breaking character until he records the DVD commentary of the movie.
That does not
Uh-oh.
sound healthy.
I mean, to each their own, I suppose.
Well,
Oh.
here across the problem, we had him act like as a supervillain named Cybertech.
Oh no.
And we actually built an actual prison to make it even more realistic with actual guards we hired and everything. What we did not expect was that on the third day of filming the movie, he escaped the prison. And he still thinks he's a supervillain, and we don't know what he's planning.
Oh
no.
no.
We need to be like, the man has a severe mental illness with his method acting. So when we get him back to normal, he should be completely normal. But
So, like, should we give him paperwork that he's changing positions with the movie or something?
I don't know what works. Like the man always the man demands that he is called Cybertext. Like we'll give an example. A couple of years ago, he made a movie where he won 3 Oscars for, was the Centurion trilogy, and he played the live-action version of the Centurion, and he thought he was an actual superhero, and worldwide crime rate went down with 90%. He only turned back to normal because of DVD commentary.
Oh.
What
Uh,
was the commentary?
I can't... Oh no.
Was it bad or... Was it bad or good commentary?
I thought it was interesting. That's mostly a thing about DVD commentaries, right?
So can we have like papers that he's fired from the job or like changing stuff so we can sort of like see if we can do it peacefully?
Sure. That's no problem. Lawyers up. You'd have to fill the report. But sir, if we fire him from the role, that would cost us $300 million.
Then change
Ouch.
the role.
What if we took some recording equipment and when we find him, we're like, we need you to record the DVD commentary?
Oh yeah, that can work too.
Or actually, we can finish the movie. Can
That
we
could
have a
work.
script?
Sure. Here you go. It's not finished yet because I am mostly making changes on the spot a lot of times. But here you have a detail of the script.
Oh,
This guy's really flimsy with his scripts. We're just gonna lose this in 5 minutes.
Wait.
Some guy in the internet's gonna write it up.
So if we follow the script, play out the part, then do the DVD and commentary. So like, is that the plan, Mighty Scroll?
I think yes. If he's stay in role until the movie is done, why not we just finish the movie? You get your movie, you get your actors, and we have one less supervillain to think about.
Do you have any cameras we can borrow?
Sure. If you want to know more about Kirk as a person, you can also talk to his family and his friends. They are at the. They are also on the location here.
Oh.
That could help. Help.
So how about you employ us as an actors?
Sure. Let's see. What kind of role would it be for you guys on the spot? Seeing as he is an escaped villain, and you are the Freedom Leagues, let's go into the method acting as well. You're the Freedom League pretending to be the Freedom League.
That's genius.
Meta.
I like to go for ultra
He's ready to
realism.
roll.
This movie has already had a budget of 600 million to build that damn prison.
It's a lot of money. How?
Actually, if you think about that, really?
Well,
Did
the
you
thing is, we
actually-
make profit because after the movie we can sell the prison to the government and they can actually use it.
So you actually did make a prison,
Yes.
not a prom, a prison,
Yes.
working prison.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Kirk
Yes,
is
yes.
very specific. He does not want special effects. He wants everything to be real in the movie so he can method act the way out of it.
I'm assuming that means he's got like real tech, then like real supervillainy gadgets and stuff.
Yes, Kirk's superpower is, I'm a believer. If he believes he can do something, he can do it. Luckily for us, the
How does
limitation
the
is
cult
all...
not approach this man? I told him he's God.
So next year we in coalition was planning to do a sci-fi series about space and like spaceships and stuff like that. Can we hire you?
Well, Kirk has a problem of being very, how do you call it?
Selective.
Very selective of the roles he wants to do. He only wants to do roles that he believes he can do.
Oh, we will think of something out of it.
Probably getting a bit off
Alright,
topic
alright,
here,
so,
but
like, alright, let's just...
where is he now?
We don't know. Some of you have seen the whole. He has escaped. But maybe he would follow the script.
Alright, I look at the script. What happens after he breaks out of prison?
It seems that after he breaks out of prison, in a couple of days, he's going to rob a bank, and a bank that has a high gold reserve.
Alright, so he's gonna hit a place with a high gold reserve, it seems. Does it say how he does it? Like with a drill, or like with robots, loud, silent?
It only details robots.
Huh. Robots.
Uh-oh.
I
That's
will
really
get
vague.
out. I'll get out my smartphone and start like searching up local nearby banks with high gold reserves.
Perhaps we should follow the hole.
The hole would
can
just
your-
lead to his prison cell.
Could your animal sniff it? Or pet? Like, try and get a trail?
It's good at eating things, not finding things. Maybe. Don't quit.
As you look through the thing, as the Dryad looks through its to your smartphone, as you try to do that, go ahead and make me an investigation check. You can
I
add
didn't
1 point
catch that.
for your. So
Ah.
add that 1, so then it's a 10.
Yeah.
You see that there are 3 banks in Freedom City that have a high gold reserve, but you have no idea who has the most.
Do you have any clothing that Kirk used to have?
You could check his trailer.
All right. Is it okay if we go in?
Sure. His wife and his daughter are there too, but
Uh, all right.
I think I may require to apply some disguise.
Who's the protagonist of this script?
Joey Super Police.
Okay, maybe you can be Joey Super
Joey's
Police.
super.
I don't think I would
Played
be
by
able
the
to.
actor Tug Speedman.
Oh yeah.
And they scroll have difficult names.
Yeah.
All right. So
I
does
think I
anyone
got
want
3
Green
targets.
Tide? You want to come to the trailer with me with your pet?
It's not good.
All right. So would you?
If you find anything, though, just bring it out.
Okay. I go to the trailer.
Alright, you go to the trailer. You hear the sound of someone as you are next to the trailer. You see a woman and a young teenage girl. The young teenage girl is playing a piano, and the woman is listening to it. It's pretty good. Occasionally a fuck up, but overall a solid piano performance.
Hey, good performance. I'm
Thank you.
Fabienne. I'm supposed to look for your, I think your dad, like with the
Is there
roll
something
thing.
happened to my dad?
We'll fix it. I think if I can like go into the trailer and maybe have a item of his, I can try and do like a magic ritual to maybe like discern his location to help him.
Okay. The woman, his wife, obviously his wife, or at least the girl's mother, walks into the trailer and brings back a pocket watch.
Huh. Thanks.
This is his grandfather's pocket watch. It went through the entire family.
All right. I just need this for like a minute and I'll give it back.
Alright.
All right. So while I have the watch, can I try and like use my magic to sort of like discern where he might be?
Sure, you can make a magic check with a +1 for the or a +2 as a minor advantage with the pocket watch. Alright, that's a 1 degree of success. You determine that that he's somewhere far above you, but where above you? Above you.
Wait. I checked the script to see if he has a flying fortress or something.
You check the script, and the only thing the script says is that he has a secret base.
Okay. Thanks for the watch. That sort of helped.
So he's above us somewhere.
Yeah. So so he probably like launches robots from the sky.
I think I have a solution. They really dumb. One sec. I hop on top of the squig. All right, buddy. Jump up.
Alright. Then in that case, I will say, seeing as it's supposed to happen in a couple of days, you can make for every single day, but that is the turn, you can make 1 investigation check to try and find the base.
Okay.
Can we do teamwork to help out?
Sure, you can do helps. Then you all do investigation checks of DC 10, and that is added to it. But do count that it takes an entire day to do that check.
Yeah.
Because looking for things in space, whoosh.
Do I need to roll investigation, or does he already make it?
Sadly, immune to mastermind natural 20s do not really count for skill checks, but
Yeah, I forgot.
I got you.
well, that is a +1. That is another +1, so that's a 22. Do you want to help Mighty Scroll, or do you want to do anything else?
I think I would like to do something different.
Alright, then we'll finish off with this first. Let me check on numbers. So one thing that you get, so on the very last moment at the night, you get a sort of trail of space residue that left you somewhere, and like there's no satellite or rockets going into space as of you know of, so it must have been something else. So you're in the right direction, but you're not completely there yet. We'll switch you now to Mighty Scroll as what he wants to do. As you guys jump around in space to try and pinpoint it.
So he want to rob a bank, but he want to make it cinematic, so it would look good on a screen, on a camera. Good. I would like to ask around directors and operators, like which bank in the city would be most would be best for filming, like which would be better in cinema.
They think about it as they are going out. Well, I think that would be probably the Freedom City National Bank.
Freedom City National Bank. That sound Granger. That sound big, epic, to say the least. Yes, that's probably the place when he would hit. Okay,
One of the banks that came up on my search.
Yeah, I will text this to everyone else. Like, this bank actually have more cinematography value. We might check it out.
Yeah, you get that is one of the banks that goes around. Do you want to check it out, Super Scroll?
Yes, in civilian form. I apply these guys.
And then we will move it to this picture real quick.
Oh, and I will notify everyone else so they would know that I going there. Just in case.
As you see, the bank business is blooming. There's a long line of people waiting. You see, there are armed guards here. Everything seems to be top-notch in order. What would you like to do?
Okay, I would like to look somewhat indiscreet, like some bystander or like something, and walk around to see angles. Like, it's a movie. Okay, it's a movie. I want to find best angle.
In that case, I would say make a perception check.
$21.
Yeah, you find
Oh, by the way,
you find a great angle for where you can catch the action right away, where you would get a epic entrance and all those sorts of things.
By the way, do we get hero points?
Yeah, you get 1 hero point at the start of a session.
Okay,
At the end
so
of a session, you do lose all your hero points.
got it. Finding this angle, I would like to text director that hired us and ask for some amount of people, like basically crew members, with cameras and something that would be used in a cinema, and a chair with a director's name on it.
To film in the city streets, we do need proper licensing from city council. This might take a little while to arrange.
It's okay, take your time. I just need those specific things.
The items itself are not the problem, but locating them outside of the bank might be one. We'll contact you tomorrow about our successes, okay?
Yes.
Alright. And as the other team... go ahead.
Could I head to the bank to also check it out, or am I in space on the squig?
Yeah, you did a help action, so you're in space on
Yeah.
the squid. Like, you're all on...
I'm
Like, all
sorry.
3 of you are on the back of the
I
squid,
thought
and you're
so.
looking in different direction to, like, try and spot it.
Wow, I never knew the Earth was this beautiful.
Definitely seeing a lot more of the planet than I thought I was going to today.
I'm sorry if I took away, man. I
I
didn't know we'd
I-
be in space.
I forgot. It's like your pet's name is Squig or Squiggly. I forgot which. Which was it again?
Quack!
Just call him whatever you like, really.
No,
I just refer to him as Squig
Squig.
because I have too many to refer to them individually. Oh, you know I love you.
So why are you named Green Tide? Like I get you Dryad. I get Super Earth Scroll. I mean Mighty Scroll. But I never
Don't
really
let him
seen.
hear you say that.
But I never really seen like you do a Green Tide. Like, isn't it more of a red tide? Like if it's with Squig.
Squigs aren't the only thing I summon. Anyways, hey, what's this vaporifics thing we got here?
Wait, vaporifics?
There's I don't know what this stuff is.
I'm not
referring
really.
to the trail we picked up.
Oh. I
No
can
clue.
I can try and look further into it. Can I do an investigation?
Sure, go ahead. Can also do technology, if that's a better one.
They're both the same for me.
Then it doesn't matter. Oh, that's space
Not
fuel.
bad.
This is a special kind of fuel that is needed to move a very large object.
Oh, there's space fuel. Maybe if we can like follow it. Further.
All right.
Um,
Is the trail visible or is it like a...
Sure, I want to go fighting in space.
It's more
I mean,
of a smelly thing.
yeah, I think I can smell it.
It's like dispersing as you go further into space, but you do know a better direction at what you have to go to, but you've spent almost the entire day trying to find this trail. So it's probably as like we either go on really tired, or it's time for a quick nap at least.
Space adventure.
Mm-hmm.
I think think
We're leaving Freedom City for space.
I
All
think
right,
space is pretty
we
big.
should probably return to base then. We have more equipment there to
Yeah.
analyze this stuff, and maybe we could track more stuff down there.
Yeah.
Might be better to try
Alright.
and find a way to narrow the target, or find the target.
Mr. Squ-
Sounds like
Home.
Mighty Scrolls.
Wait,
had
wait.
some luck with
Hey, you can summon a bunch of like summons, right?
Yeah.
So could you summon a bunch of summons to go to each of the banks, and if they see something is wrong, order them to come back to you?
That's an ingenious idea. One moment while we return to base.
This time, properly landing on the rooftop where you're supposed to land.
Oh, that's good stuff. 10 points for Squirg.
Mighty Scroll, are you back to base waiting for the equipment to be done, or are you
Yes.
just... Alright. So yeah, then you hear on top of the rooftop, as the entire building is shaking.
All right, let's do it.
Freedom League members have arrived. The Dryad, Green Tide, Fabulous Fabian. Welcome.
Ah, my comrades
Aye.
in arms.
We need to find another way of getting around.
What do you mean? This is awesome.
It looks very hurt at you, Dryad.
I mean, it gave
No
me a
I
new.
do nothing but hurt my Squig's feelings.
It gave us a new perspective of the world. I appreciate that.
It
I
licks you,
got some good
Fabian.
selfies.
Okay, good thing I have a mask.
Anyways, let's head inside.
Yes.
And while we go inside, I'll see if I can call up some boys. Let's not the boys, but like let's get some grots in here. Let's get like how many banks we worrying about? 2? Let's get 2 grots. The grots are normal size.
Ah.
They are grot size.
I was just thinking because of the vehicle they are driving on.
Nah, they don't actually have vehicles. They have rocket launchers.
Hello
there!
Hi, boss!
Hello.
You need help?
Hi.
Yeah, we have these rocket fuel stuff that we need to track down, and we also have some banks we gotta keep an eye on.
Bomb kill!
That's good. I was hoping you guys could like cannibalize something in the base to make something we could find that could track this guy, or I don't know, get some walkie-talkies together and to stake out the bases. One of the two.
Oh yeah, boss, that's no problem. We can try. Where's this fuel?
All right. So how do I attempt this?
The Predator is singing as it's their summons. Let's see. That would be an investigation check for them.
Gotcha.
Although they did spend you guys did spend an entire night, so would be considered the next day.
Okay.
Can you
For them to
please
try.
Could it?
keep away from me,
Could
Zoe?
they whip up some form of gadget?
Sure.
Because they got something called speed. I gave these nerds like quickness.
That was more that it like took
20.
a very long time to do the jumping that you did with the little
Right,
creature. So
right.
now it's also extremely late. So
But I
whatever
mean,
they're
like-
going to do, it's only going like if they're actually going to track it down. It is possible, but it is going to be the next day.
No, I just want them to whip something up so we can track it down.
Ah.
Like make a tool or something.
Ah, we got something for you. Let's see. That will be then a technology check for them.
Okay.
Can you keep away those green schemes?
Oh yeah, they make something really cool. They make they start building, and like your guys are now in the cargo hall, and they start picking off stuff from the things, and they take a vacuum cleaner and
I
they
think I
and they
did
give
him
you
free rein.
something
They
that
just
looks like a
cannibalize everything.
vacuum cleaner.
Awesome.
Here you go. This'll fix the problem,
Uh,
or make it easier at least. You just point it at the gas, and then the gas changes into colors, and then you follow the color trail.
awesome. Thank you.
Just make sure you keep pointing at the right direction.
So are we going back to space?
We should probably
Go to
rest
bed.
up for the night before we try again.
I will go over to Mighty Scroll before heading off to bed, and I'll just be like, "Hey, are you okay? You seemed pretty shaken earlier when we arrived at the movie studio."
Ah, yes. It was well. You see, it's how do I it's it's not actually that I have a or that well it's uh uh never mind, I guess.
Okay.
If you want to apologize for something that you didn't actually do for persons that you never actually met, what do you do?
No. Never had to apologize for somebody I've never met before.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I mean, if you've never met them, they aren't you. Are you really responsible?
Uh,
Do you need to apologize? Or
well, no and yes. It's you see, my predecessor, like other scroll,
Hmm.
he done something really awful to a person, and now I want to apologize to that person. It's not like I have to, or logically I shouldn't, because it was someone different entirely, but I still think that I must do so. It's the
yeah.
right thing to do.
Yeah. I guess flowers. Flowers are usually a good bet. I don't know.
Flowers. Yeah, yeah. I
Here.
can try flowers.
I will actually like grow a bouquet of flowers like out of my forearm.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I will.
Still kind of creepy that it comes out of my arm, but yes.
What, creepy? No, not creepy at all. I see many things. It's not my first planet to travel to, and I hope won't be the last. Yeah, I will deliver those flowers. Probably not right away because it's night. Or
Yes.
do you think I should go right now?
No. Go in the morning.
Morning.
Yeah.
All right, I'll visit this person in the
Yeah.
morning.
Good talk.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I feel free to talk with me. It's actually first time on this planet where I have someone generally just talking to me, for no apparent reason.
We're teammates, right? Gotta
Yes, yes.
get to know each other.
Uh,
Work together.
yes.
Think-
That was a good talk.
Yeah.
We should do it more often.
as you all take a night's long rest for the next morning. You wake up, you have your breakfasts. They all have, for everyone is a different breakfast attached, and are ready to further your investigation on this subject.
Uh,
I don't know. What happens to summons when I go to sleep? They disappear or they stick around? I'm
You
think
have
they
to be
stick
active, so
around.
I think they disappear if you're like completely asleep.
I got you. Okay. Then I'll resummon them.
Which all of the ones that you still already have.
Yep,
Alright.
just bring them back. Just
Good morning.
That's all. Good morning. Alright, so you guys are gonna be better able to use the device than we are. I've seen that. I'm gonna let you handle that. We got Mr. Squig here. I'm thinking we have you guys track down the guy. We'll stay on hold till you find him.
Alright. Alrighty.
Mr. Squig, obey them. Look, if you do a good job, I'll give you cookies. Alright, there we go.
Mighty
Whatever you
Scroll, you get a call in that through a lot of difficulties, they have arranged a camera crew and all the equipment you have asked and are allowed to film on location.
Great. Actually, can I get up earlier in this morning, like 5 a.m.
Sure.
or something like that, and would actually see where can I find this Scarlett Johansson?
Don't believe her name was Scarlett Johansson, but it was a mix of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you use the computer to to IMDb her.
Yeah. Like I would like to quickly travel to her place and apologize with these flowers.
Uh-oh.
Well,
So yeah,
like,
she as you look up her housing data in the oh no, she has a trailer at the thingamajig. So yeah, you could just go to the movie studios and pick her up there at the trailer. How late did you wake up?
5 a.m.
Yeah, it only takes you that long to be there, so it takes you like 5 minutes to fly there. So it's now 5 a.m. Most of the people at the movie trailer park are sleeping right now.
Well, it is morning, so he would knock on the door, wait for an answer, like with like green, with smile, with his red cape, and those flowers in hands, with stupid smile, waiting outside.
Alright. Here I have a complication for you that you can take. She can open the door, and as it's still dark, she thinks you are the Super Skrull and she'll scream for help and then security will come.
I take it.
Yeah, alright, you get a hero point. So, what is it? It's bloody morning. It's still morning, and the door opens. Ah! Super Skrull!
Hello there.
Security! Security! As she tries to close the door again, you hear an alarm go off. As people start running, as you see a little golf cart driving towards you.
I'm sure it's all misunderstanding.
Sir, get away from the trailer. We have a taser and we are not afraid to use it.
Taser? Oh no, I hate electricity.
Step away from the trailer with your hands in the air.
How many hands?
All of them.
Okay, I put like 6 hands in the air.
Alright, now walk away from the trailer.
Yeah, like he does that and like go away like from this studios with his shame.
Now on your knees and put
All
your
right.
hands on your head.
How much?
All of
Mighty
them.
Scroll goes to jail.
All right, to the jail we go.
Yo, Bob, how many handcuffs do you have? I only have one pair. I only also have one pair, but the man has 6 hands. How are we going to solve this? You have any rope? No, why would we need rope?
They've failed adventuring 101. They don't have a rope.
They're security guards, not adventurers.
Um,
Same
I
difference.
I can stay here and promise not to go anywhere.
Sir, you need to stay on your location. We will. One of them carefully approaches you and clocks, and then what he does is he attaches your upper arm to your lower arm with the handcuffs, and the same on the other side. And your middle arms are now free to move however they please. Still, put your middle arms on your head and your other arms on your back.
All right, he will do so because he really interested in where it's going.
Now we will escort you off the premise.
Yeah, those guys really have this ingenuity in them. Yeah, he will. And
it-
also he will remember this, like, can he use it later? Yeah, he probably can.
They drive you. They put you in the little golf cart, and they drive you off the premise, as they are not officially allowed to arrest anyone, only to remove them off the premise. No police officers.
Okay.
Sir, if we see you on the premise again without proper permission, we will call the cops on you.
Uh, yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir. He'll try to like to salute him, but like his hands occupied.
They remove the handcuffs and say, "I'll be off. Bye."
Yeah. Good day to you. I mean, good morning. Oh, that was terrible. He would like go somewhere like quiet to sit, like with his like cell phone, like just now discovering that message and stuff.
In the meantime, the rest of you wake up, and you are preparing for the thingamajig. So these guys, the Groots are going to look for the trail. You guys are going to stay here on the ground until they found it.
Yeah, basically, I was thinking these guys are gonna be space team. We're gonna be ground control, and we can watch the banks while they go looking for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, go on.
Then these guys can do a investigation check with a massive advantage because of the vacuum cleaner. So that is with a +5 to the check.
A vacuum cleaner in space.
Mm-hmm. Did you add the
Rolled low.
+5 already, or?
He did.
I did not, so 21.
Alright. That is 2
My bad.
degrees of success. That does mean that they have a successful thing, but we're first going to do what is on the ground, because it does still take a while before they find it.
Yep. So we have the whole day.
Hey, Dryad and Green Tide, I have a question.
Shoot.
Do you think with a vampire police officer can they enter a home without permission if they have a search warrant?
I
That's a
mean,
good
a search
question.
warrant is permission, just not from the people who own it.
Yeah, so it's like the government count.
I mean, they should.
No.
I think this depends on in which country you are.
Huh.
In China, this would work because all
That's fair.
public property is owned by the government. Whereas in other countries, the property is still owned by the individual.
So a Chinese vampire, it would work.
Alright, so while we're having
Yes.
Space Team Alpha roaming the stars, do any of you guys have any other ideas?
I mean, maybe I can try the magical tracking thing again, but like I'm not sure if that'd work a second time.
Maybe there's a
Alright,
way we can like send out a message saying that all the banks have moved their gold to one bank. You know, limit down the targets so we know where
Wait.
it'll hit.
Why don't we just actually have them move all their gold?
Wait, wouldn't they hit the
I mean, they could probably do
transports
that.
then? Or like unless someone has like teleport, but I can't really teleport very far.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we send like a message out, make it seem like all the gold's been moved to a single location, then there isn't actually any transports.
Huh.
Also, the
Alright.
script calls for him to attack a bank.
All right, AI, is there any way we can sort of fake that?
Yes, you could do a command at Freedom City News and convince them to leak false news.
So,
But the Freedom City News Hall is independent, so you would have to convince them to work along with you guys.
all right, do you think it would be smarter to tell them the truth or to tell them deception-wise?
I am not in the my AI does not compete in this judgment call.
We are supposed to keep everything under wrap, I think.
But this is gold, right? That's sort of different from the objective, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go to the Freedom News Network place, I mean, I can help you.
Should be worth a try. Can't back out of my own plan. Yeah.
Wait, should we go like
Alright.
in costume, out of costume?
I think we'll have better pull for in costume.
Yeah. Spent my entire time at the movie studio in civilian form. Right. Yes, costume. And I activate my oak armor.
You have a magical girl transformation sequence.
Kind of. Yeah. Second
Plant
character.
power.
I'm sorry. That was too much of a good picture.
Alright, you want to go to the news hall, right? And then change it up. That is at the city center in one large building with with the Freedom Network, your local freedom news of Freedom City.
I'm gonna text Mighty Scroll the plan.
Oh wait, isn't he rich? Can't he help us?
Okay,
Just buy the news.
By the news.
well, reach, like, not that rich. Like, I am, like,
He's a millionaire, not a billionaire or a trillionaire. But there are
Oh.
limits of what a millionaire can do. Like, you're pretty rich
Like
if you have
maybe
16.
sponsorship?
Yeah, you have like you're pretty rich if you have $16 million on your bank account, but you still can't afford a private plane.
Maybe
Oh.
like you can sponsorship, maybe.
Yeah, sure. We can tie it up with some already approved, programmed, and with money and my status, because I'm kind of celebrity. Um, we can make it happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
yeah,
Show
you,
me on
you,
go
you,
watch
uh,
run back.
yeah. Yeah, so you all
Nodded
arrive
and agreed.
at the Freedom Network, where your status as the your powers as the Freedom League has got you direct access to the CEO of Freedom Network. As you talk to him, so you wanted to talk to me.
Yeah. We have super scroll.
So what? Oh yes. Uh, good day to you. I, as
Greetings, Mighty
ambassador.
Scroll.
Oh, you know who I am. That's brilliant. I already like this man. As
I'm the boss
ambassador
of
of
the
Scroll,
news network.
as an envoy of Scroll Empire, I would like to do some um, advertising of our good intent. So to further increase our, I would say properly, knowledge. No, something like um, knowledge of your culture. Let's call it like that. We would like to do something unorthodox. So my colleagues here would like to uh, tell about new program that they um, trying to trying to make, and I would love for someone in that news channel to give it more light, for it is major subject here. You see, not many um, not many of my people actually know much about culture of population of Earth. We would like to.
Can we try and speed this up, Mighty Scroll?
In other hand, we require help.
Basically, we're trying to catch a villain who's going to rob a bank, but we don't know what bank. We just know it's got to be a bank with a lot of gold. So we were thinking of running a spoof news story in which we saying that all the gold has gone to one bank.
Yeah, and then you can have like news teams maybe by that other bank and be ready for the story when it hits.
All right. Well, I will say you're asking me to sacrifice my company's journalistic integrity for your cause, which is problematic. But I am willing to make a deal in this case. Fabulous Fabian, complication. They want you to do an exclusive interview next week, where all subjects can be handled for 1 hour on one of the talk shows on the program, where you are going to be shown towards the entire nation.
I'll take that. Fabian won't like it though.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the plan. It's okay. You can do this. You can do this. I go grab like a magazine. You got this. And I just start fanning him. He agrees.
Got it. It'd be great. It'd be
Come on,
famous.
you can do it.
Just keep your shoulders loose.
Yeah.
Gotta breathe in and out.
I did a talent show back at Claremont. Yeah, I can do that.
All you gotta do is talk.
Yeah, talking.
that's
I'm
it.
great at that. I'm great at talking. I'm talking right now.
And
I think
full
you've got
hour.
your deal, Mr. Deal.
I,
Yup.
I don't need to wear
It's
a
just an
suit,
hour.
right?
Look, You know how many hours we spent in space last yesterday? You got this.
Yeah, but like space is like lonely and dark, and like there's a lot of people at the talk show, and like people in the stands are looking at me. There's a guy that's like asking me a bunch of questions, and like I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. If you want, I can be there for you.
Can I bring like a +1?
Bring a
Sure,
support
but
squig.
only as moral support. The interview will be with you.
Bring a
Yeah.
support squig.
Support squid.
Emotional support squig.
Yep.
I can be among the crowd and no one will notice me.
And then you're the guy that totally goes, thumbs up, watch it be, my thumbs up.
Yeah, like
But yes, we can start arranging the news right now.
All right.
As in
What
other
What location are
news,
we?
we'll forward to a different location.
Gotcha.
So the Groots and the Squid found his base, and they tried to communicate that they found it, but the space protection has also potentially found them. Would you like the guys to try and outrun them or outhide them?
Let's rely on squig speed. They can outrun anything.
Alright. Then I would like you to roll a d20 plus the squid's speed, and I will roll a d20 plus the speed of the defense mechanisms to see if the defense mechanisms get a chance to attack.
There you go.
By each degree of success, they get 1 attack. And no degrees of success, 2 degrees of failure. So, as you are setting up everything ready, right here at the bank, where you all... Suddenly, the squid appears right out of space with the Groots in the middle of the street. Boss! Boss!
Oh, boys, what have you learned?
We found a space station! A massive space station! And you're following us around! Get ready for the attack!
I summon orcs and let's see. I'll summon 10 orcs.
Yeah,
I'll summon
just get
10
agreed to
more
it. Every
grots,
thing.
and we're getting ready for fight.
Alright, please drag yourselves on the map.
Yeah, I just agreed to an interview for nothing.
All right.
Hurry.
That's 4 of those. Let's get some more grots going.
oh yeah, oh no, it's going
That's
to
a
be
goddamn army.
He has his
it's
own
going to
log.
be next to 7 all around.
Yeah, that's my power. I've named it Wog. 5. Let's see. For the record, I'm summoning grots because they all have rocket launchers.
Shouldn't you be red so that that the orcs can move faster?
We're in a defensive position here. We'll be all right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. I think that's one more, and 10. 10 of each. Okay, cool. Maintain defensive positions when you see the enemy. And then we need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay,
and then
do we
need
have the crew ready?
Do you mean, the filming crew is already there, yeah?
Okay. I shift into into director.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were going to shift into protagonist.
Well, I get a better idea. Because look, we need a director, someone who would command this crew. You get to be protagonist.
Oh no.
Alright.
Alright.
I'll also tell the Grots on the squig to go back to our home base and write down the location of their base, and we'll deal with the reinforcements.
Alright, as you arrive, as you stand ready, 2 large ships arrive. As they open up, little tiny robots jump out of it.
There we go, boys. Now I get to learn what combat's like. Oh, that's adorable.
Hello. Hi.
Love them.
Prepare for extermination.
Alright, as you come in, roll initiative.
Gotcha. Let's see. Looks like me. Oh, did I forget to put myself on the map? Fuck. I'm here. I swear.
So many minions, you forgot yourself.
Oh,
The
no.
downside of being the Pokemon trainer.
Yeah.
Alright, let me find my initiative real quick. There it is.
Okay, probably around like I rolled my only not one for this session. After all, how bad it can be. God damn it.
So we gonna have all these guys on one initiative, or do we like the act of my turn? Or are we going
yeah,
to?
the summons always act on your turn. To give your summons
Gotcha.
a
Cool.
command, I believe, costs your complete move action. And your summons can
I'm cool
only
with that.
do 1 action per turn, so they can either move or they can attack. They can't do both.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I understand that bit better.
Like
I have perfect.
it costs the heroic summon to have them have full turns and actions and stuff like that. But that's that one is only allowed if your DM allows it. But that one is also super overpowered.
Yeah, that would swing it a bit too hard, I think. I mean, these
I
guys
would-
are pretty
don't-
powerful.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the heroic thing, but then I would not allow hordes and multiple minions. Then you can
Yeah.
only summon one.
No, I completely get it. This is much more fun for me anyway. Who doesn't want 10 Grots, 10 Orcs, and a rocket launchers? I mean, this is awesome.
Why play a character when you can play an army?
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, I think that everyone's on the initiative now. Dryad, you are first. You see them all jumping out of the spaceships and landing on the roof.
Alright. I would like to swing up to the roof. And I am going to multi-attack with my tendril vines and try and grab 4 of them. No, I'll try and grab 3 of them.
Alright. Go ahead.
3 to hit. It's 11 on the first one, 13 on the second, and 16 on the third.
Only the 16 hits. Which one would you like that to have a hit on?
I'll go for the closest.
Run right next to you here. So you you use your vine trails to go up to the roof, and then as you are mid in the air, you make the tendril vines come out. 2 of them, they're pretty small. These creatures duck out of the way, but the third one is hi, vine in the face. Let's see if he takes any damage.
Oh no, I was going for a grab attack.
Yeah.
Because it's a move object.
That's it. Is there any? What is the which one does he have to roll for that? With the DC?
I think it. I
don't think it's toughness, but it might be fortitude or dodge. Then you can choose if you're not sure.
An athletics check against like my strength or something.
That can also work. Go ahead. I'll do the athletic.
Yeah.
24.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Right, you succeed. You grab
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. And gotcha. So he's restrained, immobile, and vulnerable.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So that'll be my turn. Just grabbing that one guy.
Alright, yeah, you got him good. Then the first helper's turn. On the other side, this little helper uses his booster rockets that fly down. Hello, hello, hello. As he flies towards here, he will use his ability, Self-Destruct,
Oh no.
which is a burst of 30. And in this case, that would hit 3 of your... No, we'll roll for it in this case. Minimum of 3, but we'll roll a d8. Yeah. 3 of your orcs. They can make a dodge check, and if they fail it, an additional toughness check. So
Okay.
first the DC 18
They can make a what?
dodge. If you click on the dodge button, you
Dodge,
roll
thank
on
you.
it with the orcs. 3 of them.
No, I didn't catch it because you cut out.
First the dodge.
Gotcha. First,
Dodge for
Say
3 of
dodge.
those orcs.
so 3 dodges. Okay.
Yeah. Of DC
Come on, just
18.
cooperate. Stupid. DC 18. 1, 2, 3.
Only one of them failed it, so the other 3 successfully dodged the self-destruction of this little robot. The last one must make a toughness check to see if it gets any damage.
Okay. Toughness coming up.
Of DC 23. The explosion goes
think
off,
it
and with
passed.
a massive second-degree success, he takes no damage whatsoever, and the little robot is down. You see a and the orcs seem unharmed. Or, they are harmed, but they believe they are unharmed, so in orc logic, that doesn't matter.
Yeah. They're fine.
Okay.
Yep.
They too tough.
Then is the little one that is grappled. So he was immobile and vulnerable and multiple things, right?
Yep.
Alright. That gives you, I believe, a negative on what he wants to do is he wants to shoot you with his grappling gun, with his Gatling gun. Can he still do that?
Yes.
But then we'll give him a major disadvantage, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a -5 on his roll. So whatever I roll, a -5 to hit, I'm trying to hit you. So the little hand turns into a Gatling gun. And that is a 6. That is probably completely miss.
Yeah. That misses.
It shoots all the way around all of you. It's like all the bullets start flying all the way. The next robot. This robot will make the same decision here and jump towards the warg. And
Alright, here
we'll
we
roll a d8 again to see how many. Minimum of 3 it will. 7.
Uh-oh.
So 7 dodge check.
Yeah, we'll do
1,
3. We'll do 3 orcs and 4 Groots. So all the orcs made it. Now the Groots.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, they all made it. So it's like, I'm gonna blow this army up, and they all seem heavily mutilated, but they believe they are fine.
So the orcs can't believe that an explosion from something that cute can harm them.
Yes, that's...
So far.
Yeah, so far. Alright, the next one is another
Got
cyber
lucky.
helper. This one is at yet. It will fly towards the Dryad. And it will try and slam the Dryad. With a rocket boost and a rocket punch. 12.
That misses.
Alright. It flies straight over you. Alright, the next will do the same with a rocket. 21.
That hits.
Alright, toughness DC 24. Success. You take the punch, but your how does like your skin starts hardening?
Ow.
No damage. Fabian, your turn.
Seeing that there is an army of people on our side, Fabienne will believe that casting an arcane shield with deflect, reflect, and redirect would be the best action to take in this circumstance.
Alright, is it on yourself or on another?
It's range.
Alright.
And I believe if it's like a street, at least it can hit everyone.
Alright. Yeah, they're on the rooftop and you're on the streets right now, so yeah, that can hit everyone right now. Alright, and then that is your turn then. Any movement?
There.
Alright. Then it's a Cyber Helper's turn. The Cyber Helper will also try to slam at the Dryad.
Alright. That would trigger the arcane shield.
Alright.
That would miss. Right.
Let's see with redirect.
It doesn't work on area of attacks or perception.
No. It just tried to slam someone, so it gets the fist back in it, so it has to make a toughness against its own toughness. I believe.
I have to roll to attack,
Yeah.
unless you just want to take the deflect thing to quicken it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to attack. That will hit.
And it will be its own DC.
It destroys it. As it is gone. Now it's one of the ship's turns. The ship will after analyzing the area, will fly up a little bit, about 300 feet in the air, and it will Mighty Scroll. Right now you're still in civilian form, right?
Yes.
Alright. So that excludes you from the potential targets it has. 1 is the Dryad. 2 is Fabulous Fabian. Number 3 is Green Tide, and number 4 is something from the Warg.
Attack the green tide? What green tide? It's all the same.
Number 2, that is, I believe, I said the Dryad, right? Or did I say Fabulous Fabian? I forgot.
I think you said Fabienne.
Alright. So, from 300 feet in the air, it will use its blaster cannon on you.
Alright, I will try and use my arcane shield to help save me.
Does it have a range of 300 feet?
It reaches 300 feet.
Alright. Yeah, you got it?
Alright. So with deflect and reflect or redirect, does it have to hit Fabienne for it to be reflected, or as long as the
I believe
deflect
it's
is
as long
above?
as it's over.
Alright, so we'll try and send it back.
Alright.
Actually, with redirect, I will try and do it at one of the robots by Dryad to try and help her.
Alright.
I think that misses.
Yeah, that misses. They dodge out of the way. Alright. That is another Cyber Helper's turn. The Cyber Helper will walk towards here, or fly towards here, and it will self-destruct again. His army needs to go.
All right.
I can't do anything about that with
See ya.
Arcane Shield.
6, so we'll do 3 orcs, 3 wargs.
Gotcha. All right. So
2
two orcs failed.
Yes.
Toughness then. Two
Yes.
orc toughnesses. 1, 2.
Alright, one of them made it, the other one failed it by 2 degrees of failure. Well, let's see how we'll record.
And then rats.
There you go.
Thank you.
One of them thought this creature could hurt him.
Oh, that's I'm just rolling shit.
Yeah, 2 grots failed it, so toughness is for those 2 grots.
Toughness coming up. Yeah, the grots are much
Yeah,
more
they both failed, so those dead. They disappear.
Bye.
Choop.
Will they die happy? In that big kaboom.
Alright, another Cyber Helper's turn. So we'll move to here. And do the same. Let's see how many d-hits. 3. And
3.
it will just be 3 orcs.
Coming up. 1, 2, 3. 2 pass, 1 fail. I'll roll toughness.
Alright. And it failed the toughness by 1 degree. We'll say for continuous that it's the 1 orc that is already hurt it.
Yep, that's Warhammer rules. You gotta allocate your wound to the weakest unit. I'm cool with that.
Green Tide, your actual turn.
Reinforcements?
That's so far. Get them glossy gits! And they'll attack. The orcs, I suppose, just can move. They have a move speed of 30. I don't know quite how fast this is.
Well, they do. The creatures are on top of a rooftop.
Okay. Oh, I get you. Okay, I see. Well, I guess they can't really get up there. I guess they'll hang back. That could be meat shields. Yeah, rocket launchers can probably reach.
Oh yeah. I would say that you would potentially hit the Dryad as well with the rocket launchers, depending on who you choose as a target.
Gotcha. Can we hit the ships?
Yes, one of them is 300 feet in the air.
Okay, but the other one is.
The other one isn't, no. But you could still hit the one with 300 feet in the air. You might get a penalty, but that's about it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll leave the ground forces to take care of the ground. We'll focus on these airship while I got the launchers. So how am I going about this? 1 attack for all of them?
Let's see. Let's say for easy sake, 1 attack for all of them, and that's then if you roll high for one of them, then you hit with all of them.
Cool.
But you could also miss with all of them. Let's check the spaceship. Yeah, that is a hit, and it's how many rocket launcher guys? That is 8 rocket launcher guys that all hit. So that is 8 toughness checks for me to see if the ship goes down. Of DC 25.
I got this.
That is a failure, as all the things broke down. There's a smoke scream everywhere, and the ship is like a mess. Now for Green Tide, complication. The ship is going to fall down, and it's going to hit a couple of people that are down there. You can sacrifice the orcs to try and catch it for a hero point, but that'll lose you 5 orcs.
If they do catch it, are we able to preserve the ship and all its contents?
Yes.
Cool, I'll do that then.
Alright. Let's see. Then I'll do a athletics check for the orcs, and those 5 orcs you can do a +5 to the check, as they are all contributing to the athletics check.
Gotcha. Oof, that's an 18.
Alright. Yeah, 18. The orcs catch it, but their legs are crushed and damaged as they die as the ship lands very safely.
Saving civilians, one orc at a time.
We got new orders, mate. We have to preserve the ship. Yes!
We gotta turn it into goods, boys. I want a ship.
Alright, you still have an action as the Green Tide if you want to use it, because ordering your troops around costs a movement. So you can't move
Right.
anymore, but you still have an action.
I can summon things with a normal action, I believe. It just makes me vulnerable
Mm-hmm.
and dazed. So I still got slots, so I may as well. Since my orcs are kind of stuck down here, he was right. I should have summoned some squigs along. So I will 4 riding squigs for my orcs, and I'll summon them behind the line because, let's be honest, they move fast enough. They don't need to be near the line to pick them up. So I'll just start dragging squigs. I think that's how that. Unless you need me to roll anything, or because it's combat.
Well, and you can summon things vulnerable. That's about it.
Yeah.
To a maximum of 32 creatures.
Yep. I'm keeping track.
Alright.
Add 4 more to this total. See, it puts me about 30, I believe. Because I summoned 3 earlier and had to resummon them. And it has quite clean transition. There we go. I got 2 left. I'm saving them.
Yep.
I'm saving my 2 boys. That's a couple too many. You doubled them. I just needed these 4.
My bad. Alright, that
no,
is your
it's all
turn
good,
then.
it's all good.
As they
Yes.
all show up. Another Cyber Helper's turn. The Cyber Helper will use its Gatling gun again. And this time it will, let's see, it'll target. 1 is Dryad, 2 is Fabian, 3 is Green Tide, 4 is something of the Warg. It will target the Dryad as it will try and Gatling gun at her.
Arcane shield.
Alright.
+10, so 22.
Alright, that's success.
And that's a miss.
Yep. Alright, Mr. Director, it is your turn.
Okay, director would do what he's supposed to do, to direct. He makes sure that a camera gets every scene, every explosion. Like he trying to blend in, like to make it suppose he should be there, and giving guidance to operators and to actors. Like he would like have this tube. He would scream like, "More explosions!"
Alright, you may make me a deception check.
Deception, my most trained skill. I want to roll this.
Alright,
Aha,
you get a
that's
+10.
19.
He rolled it on the same thing.
Now, if you have a hero point and you spend it for a reroll,
It's
then you get
10.
a +10 if your natural roll is below a
11.
10. Yeah. So it's a
Okay.
19. So
There
that
we
is
go.
One
That was
thing that
kind
you
of fun.
notice is that the robots and the ships also notice that you're doing that, and they're trying to relocate their movement to accommodate your special location.
So they would be feeling better.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So it's working.
That's the ship that was destroyed. Anything else you would like to do in your turn?
He would scream, "More enemies! We have 2 more scenes with bots."
They seem to all pick up on it. Alright. Then that is the Dryad's turn. Because of the deception, with his 1 degree of success, all the robots get a -1 on their checks and abilities.
Cool.
So they're,
So-
whatever I roll, deduct the 1, that is how they are.
I
Okay.
deceive them.
So what I want to do is I want to take the little robot that I have wrapped up in one of my vines, and I want to use him to smash one of the other robots.
Alright.
Yeah. So how would I go about doing that?
That would be an attack roll then.
Eh.
Let's see. What would be. I'm just looking at your sheet. Which one would be most effective for that? I'd say do an unarmed attack, and we'll count it as a minor advantage. So with a +2.
Okay, so 22 then.
All right. Yeah, that hits the. And then the robot has to make I will say both of them have to make a toughness check.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Let's see what it's. The first one with them -1, so 23. You have it done. I forgot, if you hit the number exactly, is it then a failure or a success? That's something I forgot
It's
about
a-
the rules. So
It's a success.
Alright, yeah, then this guy succeeded because he got a -1 on his toughness, but you got a +2 on the DC for the minor advantage, so the first one succeeds, no damage. You want it to be the one that you use as a weapon or the one that you hit?
The one that I hit.
Alright, now the one you used as a weapon. Oh yeah, that one failed, like, the one you used as a weapon, you bash it into the head of the other one, but like where its head inverts, the other one's still standing there. It's because if you look at the body, it's the ears. The ears are like more solid.
Yes.
Alright, that one's gone.
Then I'm just gonna back up a bit, try and get some space.
Alright.
Do a backflip, whatever.
Then it is a Cyber Helper's turn. Cyber Helper, this Cyber Helper will roll for it. It will go to you, Dryad, as it tries to punch you. 12 is a miss.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Alright. Then the other Cyber Helper.
Wait,
Go.
with the
I'm
slam.
going to say that that your reflect will not work on punches because that doesn't
Okay.
make any sense. I'd say the bullets works and projectiles, but I'm going to say that that someone just punching someone that's right next to him does not get reflected.
Alright, I'll write down projectiles only.
Alright, this one will attack Green Tide. Will it use its guns or its slam? 1-2 is slam, 3-4 is guns. We'll try to shoot at Green Tide.
Okay.
Yes, your thing goes off. The bullets bounce back or go to a different direction.
Have it bounce back.
Alright. Alright, yeah, that'll hit, increasing the damage as well to 27. Toughness.
Do we have it with the minions where it's natural 20 automatically die?
Yep, my bad. Now it is your turn.
All right. So there are only 2 minions left, right? Or excluding the space.
There is one spaceship left and 2 minions. The other spaceship was blown to pieces by the thing and by a heroic sacrifice of the orcs.
All right.
That's what
I'll
we
do.
don't hear regularly.
I'll do a magic missile at the 2 robots with a -2.
Alright.
First one, second one.
They both hit, so toughness is for them. First one succeeds. And the second one succeeds as well, as they take no damage from the magic missile.
All right. That'll end my turn.
The ship.
Sheep.
Sheep.
Mm-hmm. Alright, seeing as there's a little bit, only a little bit of robots, the ship is going to launch a torpedo at you guys. One of you may take a hero point, and would have a harder DC on the ship's, a massive disadvantage on the ship's torpedo, but you would make it much less likely for civilian casualties. Choose wisely who of you will take the hero point for it.
Well, instinctively, I want to say I'll take it. Knowing full well that I have a weakness to fire.
I'm squishy. I'm actually pretty squishy. I rely on my abs.
I'm pretty far away.
Oh, fuck.
I'll take
Quick,
it.
director, get in there! Get the best shot possible!
Alright, Dryad.
Yes, that is a great idea. I'll take it. I'll get like a camera, like
I love my reasoning. It works so well sometimes.
You want a
like,
close-up on the torpedo?
yes, I want a close up. CGI is for morons. I'm for
Really? Ultra
for
realism.
practical effect. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. And here we go. So for this hits everyone. For
I got a lot of checks to make.
yeah, but wait a little bit, Dakota. Let the others do it first, and then we'll do your creatures because of the amount.
I'll do mine first too, and then I'll do all my hats.
Yeah. So for you, Super Scroll with a massive disadvantage. So the dodge DC is 27, and the toughness DC or Mighty Scroll is 35. But yeah, that's so +5 on the DC. But I'm going to roll a D20, and normally it would be a if I roll a 10 or low, or if I roll an 11 or higher, civilians get injured. Now only if I roll an 18, a 19, or a 20. So you've reduced the chance of a civilian casualty by a long shot.
All right, let's see.
So no civilian casualties from this explosion. Mighty Scroll, add your hero point.
Okay, I'm gonna need it really soon. Okay then, here's my dodge. Natural 20. Oh, that was close.
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 Don't worry, I'm not gonna do any better.
Okay,
Can't even
so
succeed in this. Technically.
toughness then.
Oh, that is 35. So minus 35 minus 35 minus 6 is 29. That is a 4th degree failure. You fly into the air with the camera. You see the you make the close up of the torpedo. It explodes in your face. You got a best shot of the torpedo. Oh, sorry, I mistook the dodge for the thing. My bad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my roll.
yeah. I roll my toughness
He's got
now.
his own roll. He's just taking forever to roll.
Natural 20.
There you go.
Called it.
Good. 1 degree of it's 55. Yeah, 1 degree of failure as you got the close shot, the best shot ever. But the camera is broken down. Luckily, it was a digital camera with Wi-Fi streaming, so they still have it somewhere on the computer.
Yeah. All right. I rolled a 6. I'll roll toughness now. I rolled a 13. I hurt.
Yeah, 13. That is 7. That is 35. 17. That is 3 injuries, as you have a 3rd degree failure, and you also have. I forgot the
Well, I
name
have
for it.
it's a DC 30 for me, I believe. So I
Yeah.
think it's still probably 3 though.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
17.
You're
So
doing it
yeah,
right.
and then, so it's 3. So you get 3 injuries from it.
Okay. Now,
I will-
now would be probably a good time to explain injuries.
So you go back to the red one and you enter a free, and
Yep,
those will be
did that.
reduced from your future things. But because you have a 3rd degree injury, or 3rd degree failure, because in Mutants and Masterminds it works like you have multi-degree of success and multiple degrees
Yep,
of
yep.
failures. Like
remember
1
that.
through 5 is 1 degree of failure, 6 through 10 is
2.
2, 11 to 15 is
3.
3, 4 to... Oh, yeah,
15 and above is 4.
4. Oh, my bad. Then you have 4th degree failure. That is 4 injuries. And with a 4th degree failure, you're KO in 1 blow. So you're unconscious.
Or you can take 3, or you can take 2 3 degrees.
That you can do as well.
All right, I'll do that then.
Yeah, then you have 6 injuries.
You also have extra effort.
Yes. You have 6 injuries.
So it goes
now.
up in orders of 5 from 10,
Yeah.
right?
You also can use your hero point to roll this.
Yes, you can also do that.
Oh,
Try.
and
And
it
then
works
you get
with
a
lucky.
plus 10 if you go in the if your natural
Below
roll is
11.
below. Yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll that. Might want to. Toughness.
Natural 20.
So
Oh,
what is it then? What is your natural roll?
That natural roll was a
11. So it is still an 18.
Yep.
So yeah, you only got 3 injury. You then 11 minus 4 is 18. 12 is 3rd degree failure. You are also, I forgot the name for this condition. What was the condition name for 3rd degree failure? I know 2nd degree is dazed for 1 turn.
3rd degree is stunned.
No, isn't it staggered or?
Oh, it might be staggered.
Yeah, it's staggered. So this means during your turn, if you're staggered, you can only do a movement or an action until the staggered is away.
not both.
Though you can do
both.
charge.
Yeah.
Alright.
I only need my movement act everybody out, but it does suck I got hit. You know, that's like damage. Yeah. Nah, it's fine.
Alright. Then
Um,
Dryad, you were also in the vicinity of the blast.
Okay. I roll my dodge. I will spend my 1 hero point to re-roll the dodge.
That is then a 20.
Nice.
Now I don't have a re-roll on the toughness.
No. It's all. He's mad.
Oh,
I shot
crap.
down his. Oh no.
Oh, that's 4th degree failure. You're KO from the torpedo.
Unless you extra effort.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I got no choice but the extra effort, really. So, yeah, I'll extra effort, re-roll.
So what's extra effort
nice.
do?
Pretty much, it lets you re-roll. It lets you take a new action.
Yeah, it lets you re-roll, take new action, and
It can also
you
increase your power.
Kevin, I was talking. Please don't involve yourself with the rules, Kevin. And what it does is it makes you more tired. So you get multiple stages of getting weaker, and you can actually KO yourself with extra effort.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I
I
believe
knew
out
there
of
was
the
a
top of
downside,
my
but-
head, you can do three total. Like the first, and you get weaker with extra effort every single time.
Okay.
But you can also
glad I know that
remove
now.
the. You can do an extra if you have hero points. You can also use an extra effort as the hero point, and you get no conditions from the extra effort.
Okay, I got you. Thank you. I remember reading about it a little bit, but I didn't quite understand it fully. But I got a much better grasp. Thank you.
Alright. And now the entire army.
Now for the horde. Uh,
I'm going
I
to
think
say
you-
for easy use because they're all in it. Just roll for each type, and they'll all
I don't think
succeed or they'll
Kevin
fail.
rolled though. Do we want to wait for Kevin to do his thing, or should I just go?
I thought he was far away.
Oh, if he's far away, then yeah, go for it. We'll do this. Alright,
So do it like this. Like first roll for one orc, and we'll just roll for all the orcs, then for all the Groots, and for all the other. Like we only do 3 rolls. The orcs successfully evaded the torpedo.
Okay. Now we got the Grats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the Grots got hit, so they have to make a toughness for all the Grots. And that's a fail.
They're gone.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Grats.
Officially,
And
we're
now-
supposed to roll for them all separately, but in this case, with so many, I think it's better if we just roll for type.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
And then Squeaks, dodge. And I think that just hits DC. So, or no, I think the DC was 22.
Mm-hmm.
Dodge 22. Okay, yes.
Yeah,
So I got
so-
all tough. Yeah, they failed too. So goodbye, Squeaks.
Uh-oh.
And I have to roll for the tiny robots.
Yep.
Oof.
Well,
He makes
Well,
it. And the other one. But still goes down, because minions only can take 1 degree of failure. And that was the ship's turn. Green Tide, your turn. Yeah, you can only move or take an action. Commanding your things is a
move, yeah.
is a move.
Okay. Well, I gotta be cunning and brutal, so I gotta. I'm gonna run to the. What is this? The wreck ship. I'm gonna try and take cover in here,
All right.
and that calls it for me. That's it.
All right. And the final little cyber helper. It goes for one of the remaining orcs with the 4. As it will use its Gatling gun on one of the orcs. Is it 24 a hit on an orc?
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Alright. Toughness DC 22 for the orc.
I think I clicked it. Hold on. Did I? Oh, there it is. It just took a sec. That's a 28.
Tiny pedal.
And then the second one was because it was laggy.
Tiny pedals cannot hurt me. Mr. Director, you're in the air. You got the
Okay.
perfect shot from an explosion.
Okay, great. So he rush back to his place, takes this tube, and say, "Okay, great, really good, guys. Everyone, dramatic scene. Play the music. Enters the villain. Kurt, you up? Kirk, you up?
You can make me another deception check.
I would like to reroll this.
Go ahead.
Okay,
A,
21.
a voice comes out of the out of one of the little robots. I'll be there soon.
Okay, ready cameras.
Alright. Anything else you would like to do?
Okay, so
It
like
takes a little while for him to get here.
um so I was trying to think like okay, take the like all right, take unnecessary prop away like down to the ships. Please can we make more smoke and less civilians? All right, gentlemen and ladies, you free to go. Like he's trying to like make space and evacuate people in the facility.
Alright. Yes, you take your time to get people away. Up, 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 up. Alright. Dryad, you were unconscious, right? Monkey?
I re-rolled and got a 23, I
Oh.
think.
Alright, then you're still standing. My bad.
Yeah. But I'm
Dazed. So only an action or a movement for this turn. You have one robot here with you on the roof, and you have a ship that is 300 feet above you.
I would like to use my Floromancy to try and get some nearby plant growth to grow into like a protective sort of barrier between like the fight and the civilians and film crew and stuff, but not to like block the shots or anything, but just to give them some cover and protection from.
Alright, so you
Any
see these
server to-
trees here?
Yeah.
Yeah, they start detaching and like starting to like form barriers for the civilians that all start looking. Alright. Fabian, your turn.
So the ship has been shooting torpedoes. That's sort of been causing like a mess with the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll be in my best interest, or Fabi. Get into the middle of the action, and with Arcane Shield, would that do anything towards the torpedo?
The torpedo is a perception-based weapon, so no.
All right. In that case, we'll just do a magic missile attack on the.
On the what? I didn't hear, but
On the ship.
alright.
And I will hero point to take another action.
Alright. Yeah, the ship is 300 feet away. You have 200 feet, so that's a minor disadvantage. So a -2, so that becomes
Can
an
I
8.
In that case, can I teleport to the roof so I'd get better range?
That would still not equivalent for 100 feet of difference. So you could, but it would still be a -2. And in that case, the ship has been missed with the 10. Or with the 8.
So then with the extra action, I will attack with the missile again.
Alright. 25 hits. Toughness check for the ship.
Uh-oh.
The ship has taken no damage whatsoever. That would be your turn then. Then it is the ship's turn. The ship used its torpedo, so now it'll have to fire at a target beneath it with its blaster cannons at Fabian. 18, does that hit?
Yeah, that hits just on the dot.
Alright, then a toughness. 1 degree of failure. Alright, then Green Tide, your turn as a blaster comes on Fabian. From above.
I'll look to my boys. Boys, you gotta get away up there. What's that case?
Sorry, I didn't hear that. You were bleeping.
I shout to the boys to look for a staircase or something to climb. So try to get
Alright,
there.
yeah, they'll use their movement to try and go into the bank and climb up to the rooftop. Oi, just remember me of me Space Marine and the Empire shooting from above.
And as my action, I will. Yeah, I may as well do a. But is there like a dodge action or defensive action I can take?
You're still staggered, and that this hasn't gone away, so you only have movement and action per
Oh,
turn.
gotcha. Yeah, only movement. Then I'm done. Yep, there you go.
Alright. Little Cyber Helper's turn. The little Cyber Helper is going to try and punch Fabian. Oh, wrong button, sorry. But that is probably a miss with a 9. And then it is Mighty Scroll's turn. Mr. Director, during your turn, what happens is from above, you see the sky moving, and you see this from above, standing ready.
Oh, crap.
He was busy.
Is this my armada, or they really
This
decided
is,
to have-
no, they're trying to be like in the perfect spot for the film.
Okay, great. So he's like trying to direct, like taking like best scope. Like okay, straight in the middle, ready when you are. And he gets this like clappy thing with like okay, final arc, go. He summons the supervillain.
Alright. Go ahead and make me another deception check. Would you like to re-roll that or anything?
Oh, that's my last one. I'll keep this one. I just hope it's enough.
Sadly, not enough for dramatic timing.
Okay.
As nothing, as the ship is only, or the photo, the vision that I saw you is just in sight, as you see that clearly as the base of operations. Dryad, your turn.
Okay. I will. I heal 1 injury with my regeneration, and I will.
So we see flowers coming out of the wound, or
Yeah.
or how do we see the regeneration work?
Well, underneath like my bark armor, I have various like vines and stuff that are wrapped around like muscle tendons and stuff, and so they just sort of knit back together, and it just sort of regrows in a weird way. Yeah. Yeah. As the armor itself sort of closes it around the wound and everything. Yeah. Then I am going to... I'm gonna do like a slingshot maneuver where I use my like swinging vine to latch onto the side of the building and try and swing down and straight back up and try and slingshot myself up into the air towards the ship.
All right.
And when I'm at the height of the slingshot maneuver, whatever, I am going to try and blast the ship's engine or whatever with my sticky sap.
All right. All right. So you go down. Here you have the traffic lights. You grab onto that and you go vroom as you go upward. Go ahead and use your sticky shot. Or your sticky shot.
Yeah.
A 14 hits. Which does it have to roll?
Strength.
Alright. Whoosh. I think that's a success, as the engine is pretty big of this thing. As it goes onto the engine still's running as you're hanging on the ship.
Yeah. Yeah. That does have secondary effects, so we'll have to take the save again. Though, judging by that result, that's not going to be a problem.
Well, maybe if it's a natural one or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a battleship, so it has an enormous strength.
Yeah.
That's the one it's really good at. Does it have to do the next turn? It has to do the roll again, right? With secondary, yeah. All right, Fabian, your turn.
All right, so there's a robot.
Punch you.
All right, I will try and punch it back.
All right. I keep accidentally selecting the ship instead of the... But that is a hit. Alright, first the toughness.
Made it.
Toughness is a success. Then the fortitude.
Made it.
Made it. Then it is the anything with your movement.
Yeah, I'll teleport to the...
The ship is now 250 feet above you, if that matters.
Alright.
Alright. Then it is the ship's turn, and there is one target on its side. So the blaster cannons will try and attack. Seeing as you're on the ship, I'm going to give the ship a minor disadvantage, so a -2 on whatever I roll. And a -1 from the camera handle, so that's a 12. So I think that's a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss.
You're on top of the ship, and all the blasters try to shoot you, but you keep putting in on blaster fire, so to try and avoid shooting on itself, it keeps missing you. Green Tide, your turn.
Alright. I'll just shout out to the boys. Get that little robo! And I suppose use the rest of the move to get there.
Yeah, no. They'll come reach it and attack as they took their movement to get on the roof. So they can attack. Go ahead.
Oh, cool. Alright, 4 different attacks, or one for all of them?
In this case, do 4 different attacks, seeing as it's not that many.
Yep.
All of them hit. 4 toughnesses. And the first one is already a failure as they go, "Rah, rah, rah! We got new technology out of this, mate!"
I'm gonna have the most cybernetic orcs. Alright. That's it for me.
The helper bots are gone. I think that was your turn, Green Tide.
Yep, that
Mighty
is it. I end
Skull.
my turn.
Would you like to
like-
again?
Yes, he's like doing like, all right, narration, close-ups, and whenever you're ready, and points to the skies.
Alright, you may make me another deception check.
Yes, 21.
And that is
We
good
have 'em.
enough. As a beam comes down from the air. Cyber attack. Lands down. A teleport right in the middle of the streets. As I will add him to the initiative. Sec. As he has his arms raised. I own your technology now. I need your gold for further progress.
Excellent, pure gold. All right, now enter the super police, and he points like somewhere.
Wait, I thought it was Freedom League.
We changed the script on the spot. Don't you remember?
Yeah, like super police, and he points like in at empty spots, and nothing happens. Like, all right, anyone see Tug? What do you mean he didn't arrive? All right, stand double. On vacation.
You can make
okay.
me you can make me another deception check.
Like, hold on, we're still doing this. Like, I would like to be stand double. Okay, so super scroll. I mean, mighty scroll. Now I'm doing that. Like going behind like some cover to change up, and he walks out with like green mock-up suit with
Alright.
his green face.
Yes.
All right, keep filming. And turn.
You can make me another deception check.
Okay.
Might have to spend your PowerPoint realistically on the deception check after this adventure. Oosh. What you that is 2 degrees of success. I'm gonna add that. It's not an actual injury, but I'm gonna count it at the injuries. And what you can see at Cybertech's face is Kirk Lazarus is annoyed and broke character for a little moment.
Broke character.
For amateuristic movie productions.
He's like that one guy who just
I
goes off
swear,
on an
we'll make it work. I swear, Kirk, please, dude, I love you. Please, don't go. We can fix it.
I
like
am
CGI.
Cyberbomb! Who is this Kirk you're talking to?
Oh yeah, right. Yes, rolling.
Let's see, then it is the Dryad's turn. You're still on the ship.
Okay, so I am going to target everything that looks like a weapon and just start trying to smash it with my vines as I cling
Alright.
onto the side of this thing for dear life. Yeah. So, how many? Yeah. 16 to hit.
16 to hit. Hits.
That's 21 on the toughness.
Alright,
believe.
let's see. That is a success on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, ships could... it is a minion, but it can take a lot of beatings.
Yeah. I guess I will stay up on the ship, distracting it.
Alright. Then it is Cyberbomb. As it launches its arm like with a rocket speed from towards the stunt double. As it then stops the launch and punches Mighty Scroll right in the face. A movie punch. Hurrah! That was a 26 hit.
Yes.
Alright, then a toughness.
Wow, he actually hits people in his performance?
Method acting.
All
1
right.
degree of failure.
Anybody want to work with this guy?
Well, Well, he did win 11 Oscars.
He's basically Tom Cruise.
I don't think Tom Cruise ever won an Oscar, but
No, he didn't, but he is the best of the method. Well, depending on your opinion. That's really up
I
for debate.
actually wonders now, did he really shoot that guy in Wild Guns?
Alright. Take your injuries, Mighty Scroll, and that is Cyberbomb's turn. Fabian,
Okay.
your turn.
All right. I will try and cast a hex on Cybertron or what cyber whatever.
Officially Cybertech.
Dude,
Cybertech.
franchise.
Ugh. Think that misses.
Yes, that is indeed.
I will try to extra effort to reroll.
Alright.
Pulse 10.
20, that is still a miss as he dodges it out of the way.
Ugh.
Alright. Then it is the escaped ship's turn again. The ship will attempt to try and hit the Dryad again with a -2. 12.
That misses.
Alright. Yeah, that is a complete miss, and that's the escape ship's turn. Green Tide, your turn.
Oh boy. With that fight going on over there, that fight up in the sky, we're kind of tied up at the moment. I will summon. I'll spend an action to summon a grot. I have one more summon after I do this guy, so grot appears, and that's my whole turn. He'll be here with me in the ship.
Hello, boss! Let's get this thing rolling! I see one of those torpedoes!
Yeah! I love your idea already.
Boom, boom, boom!
Boom, boom, boom.
Mighty Scroll, your turn.
Okay. Fight back. And fight back he will. Absolutely green character with only 2 arms. Will try and hit that person back.
Alright.
Cyber attack. Right. Cyber
Yes.
attack.
He
Ooh,
matrix dodges out of the way for the moment.
I would like to correct this.
Alright.
With 0 point.
Alright, go ahead.
Come on.
15. Still a miss.
Damn it. Okay, I got nothing.
Alright. Then it's the Dryad's turn again.
Right. What do I want to do? Not having any luck with this shit. It's a problem.
I'm working on it, bro. I'm trying to get
I
some
think
help.
your secondary effect goes off, right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, let's see if he rolls a 1.
yeah.
No, it does not
Nope.
roll a 1.
Oh well. Okay, so change of plan. I am going to instead go for the guy controlling the ship by essentially jumping off the ship and just diving straight at Cyberpunk dude.
Alright. I'm gonna say it for this. You'll succeed. But you'll take falling damage for it, and he'll take the equivalent of the falling damage. You're 300 feet in the air. So that is 500 up. So that is 4, 8. Both of you have to make a DC 23 toughness check.
Okay.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
As you like, you don't. The Dryad takes no damage, but for him, no, that's the wrong one.
Okay, both rolled 27.
He rolls a 16, so 23 it is 2 degrees of failure, I believe. So he has 4 injuries and he is dazed.
I fully do like the Spider-Man thing where I get like 2 vines either side of him and pull myself into the drop kick.
What? Ah, back, my head. And your feet, but that didn't hurt that much. Ah.
Oh, I thought that would hurt more. You're going down, cyber whatever.
Cyber attack.
Cyber attack.
Alright. That is then the Dryad's turn.
Yeah.
Alright, then it is Cybertech's turn. He is dazed, so he can only attack or he can only take an action or do that. So he will change his cyber arm into a Gatling machine gun, and he will attack both the stunt double and the Dryad. Because you're also close, he gets a minor disadvantage, so that's a -2, and 2 targets is another -2, so whatever I roll, -4 to hit. First, the stunt double.
Come on.
That is a 30.
Hit me.
Oh.
And the other one on the
Okay.
Dryad, that is a 23.
That hit.
Toughness 23 for you both.
Oh, that's
Second degree,
23.
yeah. Second degree failure, dazed and
Okay, I can do it.
I just fully recovered from the last lot of second degree failure.
and you take no damage whatsoever. You're a bullet sponge.
Because I'm a super cop and I invisible.
Alright, Fabian.
Invulnerable.
Yeah, Fabian, your turn.
Immortal?
All right. When you fail, try again. Frick.
That is a miss.
Well,
As he
I
dodges
tried.
out of the way again. The ship's turn. The ship will fire at one of the orcs. As it will try and blaster at the orcs. 16, does that hit an orc?
Let's see. We're going against his. What was that? Just dodge DC?
Yeah, his dodge.
That is his dodge is exactly 16.
And then it is a hit. So then a toughness
Cool.
for one orc.
All right, toughness.
That is 3rd degree, so that orc is dead.
Rip orc.
Remind me of home.
Just get rid of that one. There we go.
Alright. That is the ship's turn. Green Tide, your turn.
We gotta get up there and get our boys some assistance. Get this wreck in here.
Alright, this guy will have to make a technology check to see if he can get the ship working again.
Okay.
Say DC 23.
That's the 41.
That's a success. The ship works again.
Ah, there we are. That's my turn, I assume.
Yep. Mighty Scroll, your turn.
Okay, I would like to punch that guy. Method acting in your face. 19.
19 is a miss.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's really good at dodging and parrying attacks, you've noticed.
Okay, can I use extra efforts or whatever it's called to try it and do another thing?
Sure.
Okay. As he do some punches, he raise his hand and say, "Cybertech, you are." Then he paused and said, "I forgot the line."
You can make me another deception with a large advantage. So this time you get a +5 on it.
Okay, I
We're
add in
just gonna be such
+5.
an amateur how we force him to quit the film.
24. Yeah, he takes 2 injuries again.
So
Does he
it's
correct the line?
as he breaks character again. It's like, it's your foul technological uses will be to a stop.
your foul technological uses will be to a stop.
As he looks very angry in a moment and still trying to stay in character.
Okay.
This
Let's
is
just
fixed
go.
and we just came to quit the job.
You know, method actors hate amateuristic moments.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
That is
New
that is the turn.
New plan, guys.
Dryad, your turn.
Okay, so seeing him break character slightly, I am going to sort of take a sort of heroic stance, and I'll point at him, and I'll go, "You are a bad guy, and we're the heroes. Yeah, stop, villain."
That is not in the script.
You just, go
Improv,
ahead,
the worst.
go ahead and also make a deception check.
Natural one.
That was perfectly in the script that he plays off of you.
I read that damn
You
script.
just read it word for word.
Yeah. Okay. I will use my sleep talons. So these sort of like long sort of bike things sort of shoot out of my forearm, and I go to stab him with one.
An 11 is a miss.
Yeah.
As he
Yeah.
dodges all of them out of the way. So then it is his turn. As he goes, as he plays off of Dryad's roll, as he will point his arm towards Dryad. I'm a villain, all right, and you're toast. The arm turns into the Gatling gun into a rocket launcher, or no, a flamethrower, as it goes as fire comes from the arm.
Okay. I am weak to fire.
And dodge first, and then see a. Also, hero point. For a hero point, one of you, the building is also about to be catching fire. One of you can attempt to extinguish the fire, but then you would be standing in the cone.
I can
I'm
do
nowhere
it. I can do it.
Near it. I'm in the copter.
Come on, let me. I have a plan.
Okay.
Alright, Dryad, that is a failure, so a toughness of 25 to see if you get burned.
Is there any negative or whatever because of my weakness to fire?
We'll say, in this case, we'll increase the DC to 30. A toughness of 30 instead of 25.
Not great.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a 4th degree failure.
Yeah.
So the fire hits you, and what happens when you go KO? Does the plants retract or like shrivel up, or how does the dryad look when it's burned?
Yeah, it's kind of like Venom, where my oak armor kind of retreats and the vines sort of burn up and everything. So I'm back to my normal self, which admittedly still kind of looks a bit plant-like, and so is still kind of slightly on fire, but not majorly.
Alright.
Yes, as I fall back and slump against one of the pillars.
Alright. And yeah, Mighty Scroll, you wanted the hero point
Yes.
to save the building, right?
Yes.
Alright, then a toughness check. You get the hero point
Okay.
regardless, but let's see if you take any damage. DC 25. You take 1 injury. It's a first degree
it.
burn on your hand. Like like one of your hands instead of it be green is now red.
Yes, excellent. Okay, so like Mighty Scroll starts to put out the flames. Now his mock-up suit, green one, like red and like all these white buttons on it burn down, and he's like, oh no, I have suit malfunction. Okay, cut the scene.
We'll roll that one in the turn when in your turn when it happens, okay?
Okay, good.
Fabian, your turn.
All right. Teleport over here. And I will... Did somebody order a doctor? And use this on Dryad to try and heal her wounds.
Yeah.
So she is back conscious.
Yes.
And can remove 3 injuries. Also, Monkey, with injuries, I'm pretty sure you add them to the
That both
thing
works.
you don't subtract.
Both
Oh,
works
they
on
both
the,
work?
yeah, both works on the sheet. Plus or minus, it doesn't matter on the sheet.
As long as you stick to one.
Yeah. Oh, I
Alright.
see. Yeah.
That is then Fabian's turn. The ship's turn. The ship will attack. Oh no, the ship will... yeah, the ship will either attack the other ship or the other orcs. So 1-2 is orcs, 3-4 is... It will try and attack another orc.
Orcs. Okay.
21.
That passes dodge.
Alright, toughness.
Nope.
Failure,
think
that
the
one is
orc-
gone.
I don't think the orc can make it, even on max.
Max it ties.
Then it is Green Tide's turn.
That winged thing is taking out our boys. Quick, terminate it.
You want
I'll give the instruction to attack the.
Alright.
To the ground.
Do you want it to launch a torpedo at the other ship or a blaster cannon?
Shoot the torpedo. I want that.
Alright. Shoot the torpedo. The 1 torpedo that it has,
I just got conscious.
it shoots it right at the other ship. Alright, a dodge for the other ship. It failed it, so now a toughness for the other ship. Yeah, the ship made it. The ship is unharmed by the torpedo.
Damn.
That was a really high roll.
Oh yeah. Well, that's my turn. I did my best. I tried hitting it with every.
Yeah, the ship is just lucky. Because the first ship was completely obliterated. Mr. Stunt Double, your turn. Yeah, and now you get to roll another deception with a massive advantage. So add a +5.
Aha. Oh, 7. I,
Did you
I
already
would
add
like
the +5 or?
yeah, I added it.
No.
I would like to re-roll this. It's
Alright.
really important.
That is
And
a
that's 25.
25. Let's see, let me check the DC. That's 3 degrees of failure for it. So he now has 9 injuries as he's like grinding
I'll
his teeth.
I'll go and like change outfit. Like he'll disengage, change it back
The
to
show
normal,
must go on!
and return really quick with new suit. That's my turn. Thank you.
Alright, then it is Dryad's turn.
So as I wake up, you see in my injuries and stuff, you see that my blood is actually green and stuff, but where
That's
I'm
fair.
yeah, but you also see like tiny vines growing out of the wounds, sort of grabbing onto the other side of the wounds and sort of forcibly closing them for the regeneration. And I will use my move action to armor up again. So suddenly, like a burst of all the other vines as they form the muscles, and then the bark, jagged bark plates kind of grow over the top of them. And I will, with my action, go for another Sleep Talon if I can.
Sure.
It's a
23 hits. So
Sweet.
that's a toughness for him.
Yes. And also a will save.
That is 1 degree of failure.
He needs to make a DC
Yes.
18 will save.
That he makes. But now he is at 10 injuries. And then the magic words come out. Cut, cut, cut! I can't deal with this anymore! His voice changes. I can't do an Australian accent, but he has an Australian accent. Oi, mate!
Oi!
Oi, crikey!
I ain't working with these unprofessionals!
You bloody bludgers!
Like he removes a wig, and he like takes off a part of the suit, and now he looks.
So do we do the commentary now?
No commentary. I quit. This is horrible. This is all stupid. Stupid acting. No amount of money is worth this. I quit. You can have your money back with the studio and everything. I'm gonna visit my wife and kid.
Okay.
As he walks off. At that moment,
Does he hail a taxi?
yes.
Oh.
As well as that moment,
Hold on, I got this. Someone, I know we're in the middle of a thing, but this is so relevant.
sure, go
There
ahead.
you go. It's in the thing.
I can't click that. Oh, Christian Bale freak out. Yeah, that happens basically. Also, he's not in character anymore. And he built all that technology, all those things, and you know that giant space station that's there, these ships, they stop working.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Hold on.
I'm in one of those ships.
So
Are they powered by rod powers now?
Well, luckily, your green guy, luckily also believes that his ship works, but the other ship does not work. So you guys see that that the tinier ship, or the other ship that was still active, is going down. Right at Freedom City, and the large base is also going down at Freedom City.
Uh-oh.
Fly and catch.
Alright.
I,
For the small ship, you can make me one strength check to grab it successfully.
Can I use Hex to try and weaken its weight so it's easier to
Sure.
lift?
Go ahead.
Oh, I
The
had
Hex
a
is a
horrible-
hit.
It still needs to roll though.
Alright. What does it need to roll?
Will or fortitude,
Alright.
or its power.
That would be its
Or
mass, so
weight.
it would be its power. That would be. I think it's. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not affected. I would. Could I extra effort to re-roll the weaken?
Sure.
Is 20, and it
So-
loses 4 mass.
Alright. Then.
Or 4 ranks in mass.
Yeah. Then Mighty Scroll. What is your strength?
12.
Alright. Then you grab the smaller ship without any problems. No strength check needed. You just grab it out of the air. It's as light as a feather for you now.
Hold on. Do we have like costumes with us? Like we have like staff, camera. Like, do we have a costume of? I dress like Super Cop,
Alright.
Super Police. And
Joey
Jack-
Super Police.
yeah, like I catch it in midair and put it on the ground. And I order those guys to keep filming.
Alright. Yeah.
There's no
So-
cameras.
First ship is ready. So, anyone have any idea how to deal with this
I
ship?
do.
Alright, go
I
ahead,
have-
Dakota.
Alright, so I summon Super Squig again.
Mm-hmm.
30 foot tall, 30 foot wide, can jump through planets.
Alright.
And he's got a burrowing feature. He's got. Essentially, I want him to jump to the ship and burrow it into pieces before it reaches atmosphere.
Alright.
I'll give you an idea what his burrowing is. His burrowing is burrowing 20. So, and it's upgraded
jeez.
into really good claws, so he can go through solid steel and stuff like that.
Burrowing 20.
Alright.
Holy.
Yeah, it can jump that, so... Let's say...
I'd like to use my create to try and create giant wooden like catcher's mitts to try and catch any debris.
Alright, yeah. Alright, I will count that as a help. So DC 10 for you, Monkey, on your power rank plus with a D20. And then we'll see how well you help Dakota with his, how you help Green Tide with his
Squig.
ability, yeah. The Squid with its ability.
Big Squig.
It's
That is,
24.
yeah, that's 3 degrees of success, so that is a +3 to the help. So you can roll me a d20 plus your rank for the burrowing, and then
Yep.
add a +3 for whatever you roll from the help.
So plus 23. Gotcha.
Yeah.
34.
All right. It goes. Let's see. It's the squid, right?
The Squig. Big Squig. He is Gigantosaurus. Ah, biggest Squig.
Do you know how we call Big Squig? Squigot.
Like it goes like this first.
Colossal Squig. He's like a Pac-Man. I always imagine that how he burrows just eats things. He just eats the ground.
As it goes down, it eats up the ground. It's bigger than the space station. All the pieces scatter around Freedom City as the vines catch him right in time for before it has an impact on the city itself, and the city is saved from danger.
We've done it, boys.
the danger is no more.
Get it, boys.
You've saved the city from a bank robber, a psychopathic actor who went way too far with his acting methods. You've done the impossible. You've forced him to break character.
Hold
And
on.
you-
We not done yet.
Yeah, we did.
We
Accomplished
finished the
everything.
movie.
I mean, we can we'll just wait for it to
Give
hit
it to the
the
studio.
Yeah, we can finish movie right here. Like, Mighty Scroll.
I don't want to record. I'm done.
Fabulous
Okay.
Fabian disappears quickly. No camera.
Okay, so Mighty
Kind of
Scroll
always
can,
wanted to be in a film.
can change into this character, Cybertech. Like, do something to the camera, then he turns into a mock-up suit again, stand like at the other side, do some lines, and then we edit together with angry lines of that actor that screams at the camera like, no, I'm done, like this is over, and stuff like that. We piece it all together and we have the movie.
Alright.
After all, Studios got pretty much everything else filmed up.
Let's see, what kind of check it would be to make a good movie? Let me think for this.
Presents.
Yeah, presence would be a good one, or not fan.
Okay.
Expertise.
Yeah, it would be an expertise, so a pure intellect.
Okay, I don't have expertise movie making.
You can help each other.
unfortunately.
Everyone that is in the film can make the.
There.
Yeah, everyone except for Fabian can make a check to try and help him make a better movie.
Hold on, you don't need to be in the camera. You can be behind the camera.
I don't want to do it.
You can stand behind the camera.
You can't force him to do something he doesn't want to do. Just let him. We'll show it to him later.
You can make
So
lines.
Dryad helped with with 2 degrees of success, so the your skill check already has a +2 on making a good movie.
Would this
Okay,
be
then.
technology, or would this? No, this would just be straight intellect.
Yeah, trade intellect.
I'm
Yeah,
using my
thanks.
binds to move the cameras around.
Get a good
I'm
shot.
just
shot.
gonna. I'm just gonna have my grot do editing, and it turns out it's all explosions. There's
Yeah,
no
no.
characters. It's
No, you know what? Your grot secretly is Michael Bay.
yes,
Secret part
that
is
grot is now
explosion.
Michael Bay.
And that was
Okay.
that's what went wrong.
Okay, now it's my turn.
So only a +2, a 15. You
Uh,
made a.
Can I make extra effort, like to reroll? Like I'm putting all of myself.
Will you go
inside-
unconscious?
Yes,
Sure.
that's above the point. Okay, that's
That's the
yeah.
same.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
also a 15.
so, like- Yeah, like Mighty Scroll, like see like end result, so like sitting in his chair and say, "Well, I cannot do better myself."
It's all
And
just
I-
action of explosions and the giant squigs.
So the movie, we established that the movie costed 600 million to make. So I'm gonna roll a d100. Oh no, I'm gonna roll 10 d100s. And that's the amount of box office the movie made. Because a 15 is not a bad movie. It's basically the barrier of successful. So it
It's
might
like
be
C tier.
Yeah.
It would
So
be a
the
bad
movie
by
made
Sue Sanders.
$348 million at the box office. With its 600 million costs, it's a flop.
Oh, it's a flop.
Well, they can sell the prison.
They can still sell the prison, yes.
I vote we keep the space station parts. Because I want to turn that into something. I don't know what.
Just send it to your orc dimension.
We'll just
Yes,
pile
the
it up
people,
behind our house.
the people in the 40k universe will not be very happy about that.
It's their problem.
But they have plenty of problems there.
Yeah, like
Alright, now establishing. For this session, you guys made 1.5 here power points. So you've got the maximum amount of that. No civilians were injured. No actual damage happened to Kirk. You've captured and stopped Kirk's plan successfully. This has been a perfect session. Maybe except for the movie, but that's not really heroic. It's fun
That's
though.
not our job. We're just trying to help.
Yes, that's not really your job. And send me private messages of who you think was today's player of the session. And I will send that person that he or she will have a extra 0.5 power points.
Alright, so,
So
this,
we
we just
only
add
get
this
1.5
to...
power points.
Yeah.
So we go from like 120 to 121.5?
Yes. Don't
Cool,
have to
thank
spend it right away. You could also just reserve it until you have something you want to buy.
do you know where rest $300 million went? Copywriting. Or
Yes. Also damage payments because it was the studio's fault that Kirk went out because they should have built a better prison. Like, you know what you're in for with a method actor, that if he believes he can do something, he can do it. And then having him play a villain, like, it's their fault.
Yeah, such a bad power for a method actor to have.
Well, it also went into this positive, like he also played in a movie a superhero, and then he was suddenly the best superhero in the entire world for a period of time.
That's true. Can only give him good roles.
Yes.
Can't be the bad guy.
Oh no, the Centurion is back!
Do you know what we can do with it?
Oh, I've had a genius idea.
So
We
yeah,
can make a franchise.
yeah, he got 3 times the role. He won the actor. He won the Academy Award, the Oscar for Best Actor 3 times in a row for the same role. He played the Centurion in the Centurion trilogy, and in those 3 years was the most peaceful time in this entire country.
Wouldn't it be a bit longer than 3 years?
Filmed it back to back.
Ah.
Like them Lord of the Rings movies came out each year as well.
Ouch.
I'd hate to be the villain that faced him in the movie.
Yes.
Well, I gotta say, we can actually ditch this all superhero gig and went directly into movie making.
Alright. So I rolled for who gets to choose which session we're going to do next. That is Dakota. You can choose this time. I'm only giving you the names of the episodes, no further contacts.
Okay, I understand.
So...
What are the names?
Alright. Fuckworms.
That's funny.
Excuse me?
Fuckworms.
Purple worm.
Alright.
Prince needs help. Save holiday. Or the devil's in the details.
Fuck worms, let's be real here.
Oh no! Oh.
Alright, fuckworms. That's next time in Freedom League. Episode Fuckworms.
Did we move
Fuckworms.
from blockbusters to hentai?
No. No hentai.
That was your
I mean,
first
we have the
thought?
Vine guy right over there. It wouldn't be hard.
You could have done that in the movie.
That's if we rolled higher.
Yeah, that's if you roll higher for the box office.
Alright. Thank you for the awesome selection.
Yes.
I gotta go.
Hope everyone
Yeah.
enjoys it, and see you guys next week. I'm going to shut
Yeah,
down the stream
mhm.
now.
All right, see ya. It's been fun.
Okay. Yeah.